Visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The station that covers the Jaguars day in and day out. WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach. This is 1010XL, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are the many ways to experience 1010XL?
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, at 1010XL. It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we want it, we got to bring it.
My thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com. Now, the Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville.
Teal and Black looked to make some noise early in the second half and definitely made their presence felt coming out of the halftime break. Thanks to an 8-play, 70-yard drive led by Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville would get their first touchdown of the contest on Monday night. The 3-minute, 45-second drive is your Randy Marion Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Hey, John, my dad, Randy Marion's gone absolute Cadillac crazy. You won't believe our Escalade lineup.
Well, how crazy we talking, Jennifer?
Buckle up, folks. We've got over 35 Cadillac Escalades.
35 Escalades? That's luxury overload.
I'm talking fully loaded models, cutting-edge tech, and that signature Cadillac style.
And the deals are even more luxurious. $4,000 Escalade loyalty rebate.
Plus 5% off MSRP on retired courtesy vehicles. Head to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Plus tax tag title $899 MNP and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Show C for Hard Rock Bet. It's the sports book for every kind of player. Straightforward, simple enough for the first-time bettor, but built with all the features experienced players expect. Plus, try it now. If your first bet doesn't hit, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100. Easy deposits and fast withdrawals. PayPal, Venmo, and more. All you have to do to get started is download the Hard Rock Bet app, go online, hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots and the first treatment now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them the solution fast. Now, who are we?
Roland Reach Plumbing!
I can't hear you.
Roland Reach Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and doors. Plus, zero down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans, go time. On a Wednesday morning, hump day, stump day, a Betros Plumbing Wednesday, checks notes. Yep, still 0-3. Nothing going to change that but a win. Still 0-3. What are you going to do about it if you're like me, and I think you are, Jag fan, those of us that follow it day to day? I'll believe it when I see it at this point. Yeah, Jags will talk this week. They'll meet the media. It's a short week. It's hard to get a whole lot revamped, changed, and going in the right direction. It's a problem if revamping is needed. Tightening up is one thing, but boy, there's just a lot of damning self-sleuthing going on with the game film. And just you look like I saw one yesterday that the Bills ran a play, essentially a wheel route, but using motion and force. It's the exact same play. I mean, the intended receiver started in the same spot that the offenses were lined up in the exact same formation. Theirs goes marvelously for 28 yards, and ours sails incomplete. Theirs gets open, ours doesn't. So whether it's not the formation, it's the execution. Are guys running the right routes? Are the play designs themselves flawed? Gosh, who knows? So many questions, and I'm just gonna wait and see. And I'm not gonna get all fired up if the blind squirrel gets an acorn in Houston. I mean, that's what it feels like at this point. There are no big goals to be grinding on here. Let's win a drive. Much less win a game. No one down there saw 0-3 coming. I believe Shad Khan when he said that this was the best Jaguars team that he had since he bought it. I believed Trevor Lawrence when he said this is the best Jaguar team since I've gotten here. I believed Doug Peterson and Trent Baalke when they said that the things were in good shape, and that belief has got me to 0-3. So I am in the unbelieving category now across the board. Serious belief has been knocked back on every important part of the franchise really at this point. Maybe not belief, but trust and faith, and they're doing things right. Year to year, week to week, play to play. My trust and faith that they're doing what's going to be successful is super low. As low as it can be for a team that's coming off back-to-back wins, especially when that team doesn't win back-to-back games in consecutive seasons ever. 96-99. Think about this. 30 years. 96-99. 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 22-23. Only times we have back-to-back winning years. Never mind playoffs or victories or, God forbid, trips to Super Bowls, which we thought that this team maybe was the nucleus for putting together one of those kinds of squads. So a lot of ball left. Got that going for us. But I'll believe it when I see it. Here's Doug Peterson yesterday. Man, what a debacle of a trip to Buffalo and home. More on that in a sec. And here is Peterson on what awaits. That's the division leader. Just now.
Coaches need to coach and players need to play. And obviously the leadership, if you want to be an elite football team, it's led from within, right? It's led by the players. And just listen, it's the speeches are done. The speeches are over. We don't need any more rah-rah stuff. It's just time to go play football, fix the mistakes, and do everything we can to play our best football this weekend.
He hit the key word in there. There's one key word that shows up now. It doesn't show up when you're 4-1. It shows up when that's leadership, man, top to bottom. Shad Khan and measuring just what's going on, and if any tough, what would seem to be big changes need to be made. Doug Peterson, his management of the locker room, at times he has been deft, and others he's been deaf. I mean, the psychological, navigation of that 2022 season from 4-8 and into the playoffs, it was expert. But psychology looks great when things work out. Doug Peterson at 4-7 went into a locker room and told them, we're going to be a playoff team. We're going to do this, and this. This is going to happen. And lo and behold, it worked. You just start, that ain't working here at 0-3. We got to be able to execute a game plan for 60 minutes and then see if we can win some football, see where we're at. So more on the Jaguars. And again, Doug Peterson, what are you going to say, man? What are you going to say? We don't want to hear him say anything. In the heat of the open wound, 7 hours after the game goes final, i.e. yesterday morning, we're still stopping the bleeding, man. Blood and vitriol flows. That's the game. That's how it goes. probably best served all of us to maybe let's just divest emotionally in this football team. Let's hope that the 3 hours they give us this Sunday are a lot more entertaining and fulfilling than the 3 hours they've given us in weeks 1 through 3. And we'll go from there. All right, we got a big day here. It's Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday, like Family Beatrice is there. Also got the Murphy Power Hour. Yeah, see, do you see how selfless I am as your guide, as your navigator through here? If this were the middle of July, we would have had a much different lead this morning. We'd still be talking Atlanta Braves baseball, or in this case, Braves-Mets rivalry. But I get it. I see where we are. I know where most of your first thoughts go just about every weekday morning during Jag season. That being said, we have certainly made you aware of the setup of a huge series that started last night in Atlanta between the Braves and the Mets. And the Braves are 2 games back. They exited the weekend at least 2 games back of New York and 2 games back of the Diamondbacks for the final wild card spot. Only 6 games to play for Atlanta, though, right there in front of them. They have 3 of their 6 at home against the Mets. You do the math. You're down 2. You got a 3-gamer with the Mets. It would behoove you to win as many of them as you can and at least stay alive going into the weekend. And then, lo and behold, things have finally kind of turned the Braves' way in the last 48 hours. The Diamondbacks have lost 2 straight at home to the Giants. And the Braves do take game 1 of the series last night against the Mets. A nice, easy, stress-free night for Braves Nation. Spencer Schwellenbach was awesome on the mound through 7 innings, 3-hit ball, gave up just 1 run, a homer. Atlanta scored early, and they just kept tacking on a little insurance here, a little insurance there. Home runs for Michael Harris, home run for Marcell Ozuna. Braves win 5-1. Now just 1 game back of the Mets for that final wild card spot with 2 more, air quotes, scheduled to be played in Atlanta. And now, with the Diamondbacks losing a second straight, the Braves are tied with the Diamondbacks in the loss column. So they're just a half game back of Arizona, even up in the loss column. And they're just 1 game back of the Mets. Mets still with a 1-game lead. Those 3 for 2 spots in the wild card. Whoever wins the Braves-Mets series owns the tiebreaker over both the other teams. Those are big 2 games remaining for Atlanta. And by the way, the Padres beat the Dodgers last night in L.A. They're only 2 back in the West. The Diamondbacks in with the Padres, who it appears are going to have plenty still to play for. So right now, if you're handicapping, I bet you it's the Diamondbacks who are the long shot, no matter what happens with these next 2 with the Braves. But Atlanta needs to win one of the next 2 a lot more than the Mets do. Even with the loss last night, the Mets win the next 2, they lock up their playoff spot. So with that being said, we move to the elephant in the room. Her name is, what are they saying? Helene? Is that how they're pronouncing this storm? Have you heard yet?
I don't even know the name.
Is it Helene? I don't even know what it is. I don't keep up with these things. Anyway, the storm, which looks like it's going to hit probably about this time tomorrow, a little west of us. We're going to have some miserable weather here, but it's moving right up through the state of Georgia into Atlanta. The forecast in Atlanta, starting today at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, is 100% chance of rain for the next 36 hours. That doesn't set up well for an important 2 games remaining in a regular season that's scheduled to end on Sunday and a playoff schedule that's going to begin on Tuesday. There's nowhere to shove these games. Baseball, I think, should have been more proactive. And this was terrible for me, terrible for the Braves fans, patently unfair. They should have got on a plane last night. They should have flown to Dallas where they could have kept on track with this series. That's what they should have done. It's a tough step to take. It's hard to rip it out of Atlanta where that home field advantage is so important. You already played all your road games against the Mets. Certainly the home field is a big deal this last week of the season, but it's a bigger deal to not get rained out today and have to play 2 doubleheaders. There's not going to be, look, if the weather's going to be okay tomorrow even, you'd have to bite the bullet. It's not fair you play a doubleheader tomorrow. It's going to pour down rain for the next 36 hours. They're not going to get these games in Atlanta. And the worst thing they could do would be start a game, no one's going to rain, you waste your starting pitcher for 3 1/3, now he's cashed. It's already going to tax arms big time. It's terrible news. And I'm sure it's bad for the Mets, too. I don't know. I just know from the Braves' perspective, this is awful. So a win last night gets them within one. Chris Sale scheduled to pitch today. He's going to win the Cy Young in the National League. Couldn't ask for more. But you could. Oh, you could ask for the weather to not be what it's going to be the next 2 days. There's no getting around it. This isn't one of those partly cloudy chance showers. This is what we've had around. You know what we've had around here, E? You know those stretches we've had where it's done nothing but rain for 6-7 days in a row? Couldn't play a baseball game here for a while.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He could play nothing.
Right. Well, that's what it's fixing to look like in Atlanta from about noon today until really almost Friday night. If the forecast holds, and again, this isn't just some front blowing in. This is a big, huge hurricane with a massive cone that is going to move into the U.S., through the Gulf. It's happening. It's going to move right up through Georgia and Atlanta. So I think really from a prudence standpoint, I think Major League Baseball right now is giving two teams unfortunate wake-up calls. Guys, man, I hate to do it to you. You're going to have to go get on a plane. We'll play in Dallas tonight, 8:35 first pitch. We'll play 6:35 tomorrow. That's what they're going to have to do. That's what they should do. And I hate it as a Braves fan. Last thing that I want. You're going to rip home field advantage from me? You're going to take we just came back off the road, we being the Braves. You're going to take a nice little 6-gamer to end the year and uproot, make us fly out, make us fly back? Oh, well. Stinks. But I think it beats the alternative of sitting around in pouring down rain in Atlanta about to stress your pitching staff, I think, more than you're going to press your ball club having to take a, what is it, Atlanta to Dallas, 2-hour flight, 2.5? So really, that's what they should do. And it stinks. And it's a hardship. You bet it is. Sure, the Mets can make an argument of going to have to go boom, road. I mean, it is not what you want, but I want baseball today with the race in the wild card now down to a game between the Braves and the Mets and down to just a half game, tied in the loss column with the Diamondbacks, who have lost 2 straight at home. So we'll see. We'll see how baseball sorts that out today. If there is going to be that radical of a schedule shift, I would imagine news will come down this morning. And as a obsessive Braves fan, you bet I'm got my eyes open here, tracking weather updates and tracking a hurricane. Not often in the multiplex here, the mothership inside the 1010XL studios, prestigious, regal as they are. It's not often that one of the television sets is tuned to the Weather Channel. That's when you know a storm's blowing. That's like the old bad now cliche of a joke. You're in trouble when Jim Cantori shows up to your town.
Oh, storm chaser.
Yeah, if Cantori shows up, it's probably time to evacuate. So, anywho, we're up and at 'em. We got Get Smart John today. That's always fun. The Murphy Power Hour and baseball talk. In the stretch, man. It's not down the stretch. It's here. We got 5 games left, and where these next 2 in Atlanta will be played, we shall see. More from Doug Peterson when we return. Let's set the table. There's always a lot of, side splash news almost from the NFL. Like the big news comes on Sunday when you learn this guy just got carted off. And then there's this side splash news that comes the next couple of days that you realize there's some teams going to have to refocus maybe some of their plans due to injury and otherwise. Quarterback situations continue to be in the news, especially in Pittsburgh. It's got all that coming up a little bit later this morning as well. So happy you're up and at 'em with us. Let's enjoy the probably the last bit of dryness we're going to get around here. We're about to get socked in and soaked in for a couple of days as well. So you're listening to The Drill. You're on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Let's go, guys. We can't wait until kickoff, so we get game day started extra early with a Terminix Kickoff Show.
This is it. Day you've been waiting for.
Presented by Clearwater Irrigation and Gatorade 5 hours before kickoff on 1010XL.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the 4th annual Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 4th through 6th at Timuquana Country Club. Get your tickets now, starting at just $25 for grounds passes. And if you're a country music fan, grab your tickets to see Brothers Osborne at Daly's Place Tuesday, October 1st for the Furyk Foundation concert sponsored by Ring Power. Learn everything you need to know at ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
Well, we are now deep into football. Do you feel like a pretty good idea on what players are going to do, how they're going to perform week to week? Then Underdog Fantasy is for you. It's a simple fantasy game. It's just a projection game. It's that simple. You're going to see statistical projections. I play the Champions contest, but you can go player be player as well. But let's just see statistical projection. You just go higher or lower. For example, Trevor Lawrence, 230 passing yards versus Houston. You're gonna go higher or lower. It's that simple. So much there. And by the way, right now on this super fun app, easy to get started. Go to the app or to UnderdogFantasy.com, and when you sign up with the promo code Prosser, Underdog will give you a special to use on your first contest and a deposit offer as well. It's Underdog Fantasy, promo code Prosser. Claim that new customer offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Got to be 18 or over, present in a state where Underdog operates. Terms apply. If you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org.
Hacker here, and the celebration continues on my countdown to 100 pounds. I'm now at 93.5 pounds with only 6.5 pounds to go. That will be a 100-pound swing in just over 6 months. Only a couple of more weeks to go, and I feel awesome. Life-changing and life-saving is what I like to say. Maybe you don't have 100 pounds to lose. Maybe it's 25 like Mike Dempsey or 40 like Matt Hayes. Whatever your number is, bring it to Awaken 180 and ask them how fast you'll reach it. But Hacker, I've tried other programs and diets before. Why will Awaken 180 work? That's simple. Because if I can do it, anyone can do it. Remember, when I hit that 100-pound mark, we're going to celebrate. I'll keep you updated every week as I get closer. And you can even join in on the celebration. Pick up the phone and make your own 180. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by November 7th.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
When you want to be heard, send your opinion to the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Thank you for believing in me when the bosses didn't give me a chance.
641-1010. No texting and driving. Get your thoughts heard on 1010XL.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hey, gang, imagine having a doctor available to you any day or any time. Hicken here from my friend and doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for, a couple decades. He decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine that allows him to have a better relationship with his patients, and I sure am going with him. If you need an appointment, per se, and you're trying to get an appointment, you're not feeling well, usual doctor's office, we'll get you in December. Not with Doc T. If you're not feeling well, you get in right away. You got a medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. It's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as physicians, I think Rick Townsend is the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Doc T's been a fixture in our community forever. So if you need yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. Find out how you can take away your health worries. MyPVConcierge.com.
Frank Frangie here. It's time for Bravo Days, Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified sales event at Nimnik Buick GMC. Now, for a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 1.9% APR or $500 in down payment assistance on Car Bravo certified vehicles at Nimnik. Now is the time to shop certified used vehicles and buy with confidence at Nimnik Buick GMC. Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. 641-1010. That's the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. It's also the phone number here into the studio. I know you guys like to razzle and the dazzle a little bit later with the ETN. So if you've been waiting for a nice, thick, juicy, sweet matchup in college football, I got you covered, or at least college football does this weekend. This is the first one that really grabs me. It's Georgia, Alabama in Tuscaloosa Saturday night in primetime. What a matchup it is. The Dogs, by the way, if you're not paying attention, have fallen out of the top spot. The voters have bumped Texas to number 1. Bama sits there at number 4. I think I saw 5 of the top 6 maybe are in the SEC. Can that be right? So, yeah, I think so, right? Ole Miss, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and Texas. 5 of the top 6 are from the SEC right now, and somebody's going to take at least a slight fall. Georgia favored 2 at Bama. That doesn't seem right to me. We did see the Dogs struggle a bit at Kentucky. Now, that's something Mark Stoops has drawn up through the years, but does there something that Bama sees there? You know, Bama started kind of slow. USF hung around with them for a while, but, man, they found themselves second half, especially against Wisconsin, blew out the Badgers on the road. Now, Wisconsin it's not a great Wisconsin year. You know, Wisconsin's a team that can have years where that victory would look more impressive. Nonetheless, at home, Jalen Milroe this week kind of stepped in it, or at least he's thrown it out there. He's going to have to back it up. The last thing you need in a rivalry like this, and to be honest with you, I think it's the 7th straight meeting between these two, and they're both in the top 10, which either tied or sets a record. I don't know what that actually. I think Florida State, FSU, Miami, they've had stretches like that in the 90s, but nonetheless, it's 7. Last 7 meetings, both have been in the top 10. But Bama beat Georgia last year in the SEC championship game, and Jalen Milroe this week on a talk show in Birmingham said you could see it in Georgia's eyes last year that basically they quit. They didn't want anymore. They didn't sign up for 60 minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the play, man. Listen, Georgia has more than been around the block. And so the comments actually by Milroe came last December, I should say. They were replayed this week on the radio. He did not make them this week. He made them last year after they won the game. And they went viral, and, he basically, again, you could tell in their eyes they didn't want 60. All right. So Georgia is now remembering, looking at some of those receipts. Offensive lineman Dylan Fairchild, we're aware for sure. We're aware. Milroe saying Georgia, quote, looked defeated and didn't want it anymore. Milroe went on to say after last December's SEC title game win, he knew the Crimson Tide were in for 4 quarters, while Georgia, quote, didn't believe in that. There was a seriousness to the voice of those Georgia players that were asked about it. Defensive back Malachi Starks playing it down. Look, I don't try to pay too much attention to it. I don't ever think that's something that goes with the G is, quote, being defeated. I don't think that at all. It is what it is. We're a competitive defense. We believe we're physical and fast, and that's how we play the game, Come to Georgia to play defense is what it is. So what a game set up this Saturday. Saturday night, it's Georgia and Alabama. Gators have the week off. As I mentioned yesterday, shocker out of Vegas, the bye week is a 3-point favorite. Old, unfunny joke. You're welcome. Listen, if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers and you're off to your first 3-0 start since I think it was either 2020 or 2018, in a tough division, you've managed to build a nice little lead. I mean, the Browns and Ravens are both 1-2. The Bengals are 0-3, and here are the Steelers off to the fast start at 3-0 with who? Justin Fields at quarterback. I don't know really what the question would be here. You don't change out that hot hand. Fields' numbers, by the way, I think there's always this implication with Fields that he's winning, but it's ugly. The Steelers won, but I bet you Fields was, 12 of 23 for 111 yards. That's a passing line that you see sometimes. Now, is he, ultra productive in the passing game? No, I'm not selling you that. He's only thrown it 75 times, but he's completed 73%. 2 touchdowns and a pick, a passer rating at 95.3, about 15 points higher than our guy. And they're going to continue to ride this isn't even a story. Russell isn't healthy. Boy, a calf strain that Russ was going to play the final preseason game is somehow miraculously getting a little worse week to week, They protect that ego as much as they do that brain for concussion protocol. They protect that ego in the league, boy.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we'll talk about just a remaining quarterback when Russ is healthy, when it's really a decision. Right now, we're not having to make a decision. Russ isn't healthy. That calf strain he was going to play all 21 in a preseason game, but he ain't feeling right. Doug Peterson isn't feeling right. No one is. We don't feel right either. He does feel like, though, I promise you this, there was a meeting. And them meetings aren't fun when you embarrass yourself, the franchise, the owner, heck, the sport itself, as they did on Monday night. Peterson asked about Shad Khan.
Yeah, we've had great conversations, before and after football games. And, obviously those conversations are private and all of that. But, he's very supportive, been supportive. And continues to be supportive of what we're doing.
All right, what we're doing is struggling big time, and it's as ugly as it looks. I mean, there's Trevor said it right the other day. It seems like every play somebody's making a big mistake, including me. That's true, and that's coaching, man. Why aren't our guys ready? Why aren't they buttoned up? We got guys that have been in the system together for a while. So the concept of trying to make changes in a short week is not one that a contending team, a team on an arc of contention should have to be making. We shouldn't be having to make changes. You should be buttoning up, tightening up. You should have a fraction of the mistakes that are being made by this team pre-snap often. So
yeah, it's tough.
Short week or not, we got to get corrected here, man, fast.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the first thing we got to consider is obviously injury, for a short week. That plays into personnel, and that plays into, who can be available for this football game. But what I like about, situations like this is we're back on the field, tomorrow, and we get a chance to erase, a poor performance.
I mean, performance, execution, game plan, design, it's all a mess right now. Just a mess. And, probably not as bad as we were against Buffalo. We're probably more like that team that at least hung on the edge of victory or defeat and could have snagged, both of the first 2 weeks. Fell the wrong way. We got to dig out of this just massive loser DNA we seem to suffocate under. Just can't get out of our own daggum way. Whenever something starts going right, it just doesn't, does it? Doesn't feel that way, at least. So I just got one last question for Coach. Hey, man, what's the plan?
Well, I think, we have to take a hard look at ourselves first internally as far as coaching goes, and then making sure we are presenting the plans, and great communication. And then look, it's a two-way street too. I mean, coaches coach and players play. So we got to make sure our players are playing fast and not making the mistakes that are showing up.
That's fair. There is blame to go everywhere. I mean, there really is. You got the three branches of government to keep everybody honest. The three branches of football, the front office, the coaching, and the players. They can't nobody be blaming the other right now. They're all a mess. You can complain how the team is constructed. It's good enough to win. They've proven that. These guys in that locker room, that talent is good enough to win games. If they do it right, they would be 2-1 if they just did it right. Coaching has been no bueno. Been bad. And there's documented evidence now and talk of people who know. I mean, you guys are coaches. You're smart. Fix it. And then the players. The players have been downright pitiful. It's mostly on the players. I believe that. I think a lot of what looks like bad play design is actually knuckleheads running the wrong routes, not going to the exact right spot, not executing blocks like they've been taught or that they should. I think the players are the number one culprit to what's going on in this madness. But there are plenty of issues to go around. All right, a football fix, and it was bound to happen. College football's first holdout. And when I hold out, I mean over cash. There's a quarterback in major college football who's got his team off to an unexpected, undefeated start. You know what he said yesterday? Man, I came here. They said we're going to pay this. They ain't paid nothing. I'm taking a red shirt. Good luck, boys. Who is it? I'll tell you that and more next. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For the Gators of the week off, they'll watch the UCF-Colorado matchup with interest on Saturday in Orlando. The Knights will visit the Swamp October the 5th. UCF, the 14.5-point favorite over Colorado, the total 63 at FBC Mortgage Stadium. Florida State this week, a 6-point underdog at SMU. That's up from 4.5. The total is moved from 47 to 48. Jaguars, a 7-point dog at the Houston Texans on Sunday at NRG Stadium. Chris Sale on the mound for the Atlanta Braves today. He's 18-3 at 2.38 ERA and a $1.85 favorite against the Mets at Truist Park, 7.5 under the total. Bet smarter with Juice Reel. It's free in the App Store. Juice, R-E-E-L. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Florida homeowners are going to extreme lengths to stay cool this summer.
We sit in front of the refrigerator with the door open and only eat frozen foods while they're still frozen and put ice cubes down our pants. Whoa, that's cold.
But the most popular and cost-effective way can be summed up by a quack. Just call Duck Duck Air Conditioning. For AC repairs to new installations, you too can beat the Florida heat with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Jacksonville area's AC experts. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T, and our listeners continue to bet and win big with MyBookie. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, those folks are still running the double deposit bonus. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL. We have a huge week starting with college and NFL games Thursday night. Get signed up now for Virginia Tech traveling to Miami. The Hurricanes are a 17-point favorite with an over-under of 55.5 points at MyBookie. With the way the Hurricanes have been scoring, covering that spread looks like a no-brainer. And how about Thursday night football divisional matchup? The Cowboys traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are a 4.5-point home underdog. If you think the Giants can keep it close, take those 4.5 points. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing back the double deposit bonus. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before even placing a bet. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
1 second left. Hackers are ready to score. Will your business defense hold? Double-Check Cybersecurity stops threats 24/7. Don't wait. Visit doublecheck.com today to schedule your free security consultation. Act now and stay protected.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Despite reports to the contrary, Jag head coach Doug Peterson insists he has the support of team owner Shad Khan.
Yeah, we've had great conversations, before and after football games, and he's very supportive, been supportive, continues to be supportive of what we're doing.
The Jag head coach says there won't be many changes forthcoming as a result of having played on Monday night.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the first thing we got to consider is obviously injury for a short week. That plays into personnel, and that plays into, who can be available for this football game.
Jag safety Andre Cisco is trying to understand the why of what's going wrong.
And so it's hard to understand why this is happening. Just waiting to see what it is to learn, obviously beyond the film.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Rojas on the ground at third. Machado touches third, fires to second. Out at first. Oh my goodness! It's a triple play. It ends the ball game. The San Diego Padres have clinched their spot in the postseason after a magical 2024 campaign. Will this finally be the year for the faithful?
All right, that, ladies and gentlemen, is today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive, save that big city cash. Let me sum that up for you. That's not only the San Diego Padres pulling within 2 of the Dodgers in the West, that's the Padres turning a triple play. Rare among baseball stats. There have been 736 triple plays in Major League Baseball since 1876. That's one every about 5 per season on average. There were a lot more back in the day. What was more interesting, or as interesting about last night's triple play, was that it also clinched a playoff berth for the Padres. So they have guaranteed one of those wild card spots. Remember, it was 4 for 3 for a while, and the Padres just got red hot, and they're in serious threat to the Dodgers now of chasing them down. But they end the game last night on a triple play. Now, the rarity, perhaps maybe the first game to end on triple A. I don't know. That certainly hasn't happened a whole lot through the years as well. But Padres win. Braves beat the Mets last night, so they're down a game. Rain is a serious threat. We'll see what they decide to do. But for both today and tomorrow, I mean, it looks like a total washout both days. So,
San Diego, let's do this. Come on.
This is what I think of anytime I hear
Philly going down to yellow man brown. That's what's it.
That's all I got for him, man.
Yeah, the Padres will never win. Those jokers guaranteed that. All right, so yeah, there more on the baseball as we move through this morning. We got the Murphy Power Hour, so why not talk to a postseason of all time, a postseason action star? That's Daniel Murphy, and he'll join us talk baseball a little bit later this morning. All right, listen, it was bound to happen. Now, before I tell you this story, imagine this. Imagine we get to the middle part of the season, and Miami's about ready to host FSU. Cam Ward holds a press conference, says, yeah, I agreed to come here to the University of Miami. I was guaranteed X amount in the NIL, and, here we are 6-7 games in, and I've only gotten this, so, yeah, I'm done. Give me my money or I'm out. Be a big story, right? Jalen Milroe suddenly this week said, hey, man, when I decided to come back this year, they told me blankety blank, and I've gotten 0, so I won't be playing this week against Georgia. It's coming. At some point, it's coming. At a little bit lower level, it's happened. The ceiling has been broken. Matthew Sluka is the starting quarterback for UNLV. All right, no big deal, except UNLV's undefeated this year. They had a nice road win at ranked Kansas earlier this season. Thank you, Friday 5-Pack. You're welcome. But off to an undefeated season and playing really good football, Matthew Sluka said last night on social media that he's just going to redshirt instead. Here is his post.
I committed to UNLV based on certain representations that were made to me, which were not upheld after I enrolled. Despite discussions, it became clear that these commitments would not be fulfilled in the future. I wish my teammates the best of luck this season and hope for the continued success of the program.
Oof.
Now, he's as much a runner as he is a thrower. He's just 21 of 48 passing, 6 touchdowns and just 1 pick, but he's run it 39 times for almost 300 yards and a score. Beat Kansas 23-20 earlier in September. Led him on a 4th down drive, 18 plays, 75 yards to get the win. He ran for 113 that game. They're supposed to play Fresno State, who is another one of the powers from the Mountain West in their conference opener Saturday. Now, Sluka is a transfer, a senior transfer. He spent 4 years at FCS Holy Cross. He was first in career pass efficiency, second in career rushing yards, second in career rushing touchdowns, 5th in career passing yards, and 5th in career passing touchdowns. He rushed for an NCAA Division I quarterback record 330 yards in a loss to Lafayette last year. So this is a nice player, and I don't think will be the last of, again, any position at this point of the season, a contributor leaves you, you're going to miss it. When the quarterback leaves, and this isn't D3. Now, this isn't Georgia, Alabama this weekend. I get it. And credit the kid for saying it's flat out what it is. Hey, man, y'all know how college football works. I played 4 years at Holy Cross. These jokers came with the best offer. I said, yeah, I'm doing my part. We're 3-0. I don't know if y'all checked, but typically around here, we don't go 3-0. And nobody's done what they said they were going to do. So, all right, I'll redshirt, and I guess I'll just vet my next cash play a little bit better. All right, fire up the band. We got a football fix. Take through some news and notes from the National Football League. The effects of concussion, and especially now that we're on guard and watching, it's going to be interesting to see the development of this storyline. I see more and more of these players wearing those big, backyard football-looking helmets, those big, huge foam, protection. I wonder if we're going to reach a point where everyone will be mandated that they wear that. I don't know how much help it's doing. This isn't about a current player, though. It's about a former one, and it's Brett Favre, who has revealed a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease at a congressional hearing yesterday. That's a degenerative nervous system disorder, and there seem to be more and more links to multiple concussions causing the effects to occur more quickly. So we'll see. Hey, CeeDee Lamb, just take it down a notch. Said yesterday in the locker room, I failed myself and the team. What? They beat the hell out of you, man. Cowboys did make a charge back. CeeDee Lamb has not put up those eye-popping numbers. And you listen, all eyes are on you when you sign those big deals. That's Trevor Lawrence. Cowboys will try and get it right this Thursday. They play tomorrow night against the Giants, who suddenly got a little swagger in their step after winning in Cleveland over the weekend. Washington Commanders are opening eyes. Dan Quinn's a good football coach. Dan Quinn won in Atlanta. Not an easy place to win. He won there consistently. Went to a Super Bowl in Atlanta. Went and DC'd the Cowboys. He's gone to Washington, and after losing week 1, remember they beat the Giants without scoring a touchdown? 7 field goals to beat the Giants, wasn't it? And now Jaden Daniels, his coming out party on Monday Night Football, and Quinn says he wants Daniels free from ghosts of quarterbacks past. It's been a graveyard there in Washington. That's fair. They have really struggled to find a franchise quarterback, almost going back to their Super Bowl years. They've had some decent ones, right? Maybe give them a year or two here. Mark Brunell did an okay job. RG3 before he was hurt, but consistent success, a long-time guy at the position they have not had. As I told you before, Mike Tomlin, no need to name Fields as the Steelers QB1. Russ isn't healthy yet. Hey, it might be okay to say, yeah, you know what? This dude's undefeated. We're going to ride him until. Mike McDaniel searching for answers down there in Miami. Their quarterback situation is atrocious. May the screw with that UNLV kid,
Right.
But still no Tua. Either the backup was hurt. Skylar Thompson at Seattle. That leaves you with Tim Boyle. He's terrible. I mean, you might have to go with either Tim Boyle or Tyler Huntley. Now, they do host the Titans in Monday Night Football, which would seem to be a pretty good spot until you remember what the Titans did late last year when the Dolphins, if they won that game, by the way, would have won the division, had home field, and instead, the Titans went in there and upset them. Remember that? And then they beat the Jaguars later, did Tennessee. Our Raiders are going to stick with our guy Gardner Minshew as quarterback. He was replaced by Aiden O'Connell, and the Raiders lost to the Carolina Panthers. It was the Raiders' defense that was the bigger problem. Andy Dalton lit him up. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Man and Home Light, Business Auto. Bundle them. Assurance, not just insurance, with Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. So tee it high, let it fly. Best value in golf. I'll see you on the course. The home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. Hick and Rival and more come your way next. It's Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every special teams player waits for his number to be called.
We got this.
After the game, we call the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Game ball, baby.
On 1010XL.
Good job, team.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. Telling you once again about Chad and Sandy Newman. Mortgage rates are down, creating more active buyers and sellers. If you've been waiting, now is a great time to sell your home before more homes flood the market, driving down prices. So maybe you want guaranteed no-hassle home sale, but don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. They can handle that. You see, Chad and Sandy can take every problem you think you have and replace it with a promise. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. The success stories are rolling in. Mike and Lisa in McCormick. We inherited a family home that came with equity but also a mortgage. We needed to sell fast to avoid extra expenses on a second mortgage. We heard about Chad and Sandy on the radio and called. Everything they say on the radio is true. The home sold in 3 days for full asking price. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, ANDSANDY.com.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's what I mean. That's how you'll be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. All smiles over there. You can be like me. I got my boy Blue, my Silverado truck, but you might want a car. You might want an SUV. You might want an electric. You might want pre-owned. Well, George Moore Chevrolet has it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, they've got you covered as well. No problem. MooreChevy.com. Real easy to navigate. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts, it's all right there. It's never been more easy to use. They got a Corvette over there that they're, by the way, giving away. All you got to do is go to George Moore's social media pages and register to win. Takes about 3 minutes. Get a brand new Corvette. Why not? George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Now, it's time to showcase the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game. Live generously and life will treat you royally.
Cam Little came up big for the Teal and Black under the bright lights Monday against the Bills. The rookie kicker was 1 for 1 on his field goal attempts for Jacksonville, and he also went perfect on his extra point tries. Cam Little was simply royal in every facet of his game and is your Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here. You've heard me talking about Pella Windows and Doors, and with great ratings and expert reviews, you know they're high quality and energy efficient products. So what's your next step? How about scheduling a free consultation or just stop by the Pella showroom right there on Phillips Highway next to Tesla. Pella's professional consultants will guide you through your entire project from start to finish. From simple projects to complex renovations, their team has the experience needed to make your project a success. And that's the quality and service you can expect from Pella Windows and Doors.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
It's time to take it back to the 90s, Jags fans. Be at the bank Sunday, October 6th, as we debut our Prowler throwback jerseys against the Colts and induct legendary head coach Tom Coughlin into the pride of the Jaguars at halftime. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss this matchup. Lock in your seats now by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank N.A. member FDIC.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. FSU head coach Mike Norvell continues to do evaluations as they prepare to take on SMU.
I'm looking at all things, evaluating what we're doing and making sure that, our objective is to go out there and put ourselves in the best position to win games, and we got to score points.
Florida State running back Roydell Williams will be unavailable for Florida State for the near future. Head coach Mike Norvell announced freshman running back Cam Davis is listed as the starter for the Seminoles in this week's matchup versus SMU. Florida men's basketball head coach Todd Golden is looking forward to the upcoming season, feeling positive about the team's identity.
I think we're really mature. I think we play really, really hard, and I think we're really unselfish. I think those three things specifically are kind of the identity of this group.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:03, it's 74 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Hey!
Yo!
I got a question.
Holla at your boy.
I was just wondering.
Was
thinking as I was driving in.
As you were sliding to the station?
What day is it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Well, they say school closed Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
But we right back in this thing right here on the Humpity Hump Day.
Our schools, it's already been announced, closed Thursday, Friday?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Lock her down.
Hunker down.
I tell you what, I tell you what I feel for more than anybody with these storms lately. One of my fraternity brothers bought a place. He lives out in California. He bought a place in Cedar Key. And that little town there has been ground zero for like about 3 or 4 in a row, man. And
there's another one heading over there, isn't there?
Yeah, this one. He just keeps getting inundated, man. Just, golly, come on. Pick a different spot. Good to be here on Hump Day. Be safe out there. I think a lot of people are concerned more about their kids who are in Tallahassee right now. I think that's a big story because we got FSU and TCC and a lot of Jacksonville kids go over there. They just had Parents Weekend over there this past weekend. And so it's, they said, I was talking to the chief the other day and about it, and he said, yeah, it looks like high winds, might lose power too. So if school's closed, just come home, get out of there.
I think most will.
Yeah, just be smart. No reason to hunker down.
Yeah, I don't. I'm guilty of not following the storms like super, super close if I know they're not going to directly hit us.
Yeah.
I know we're going to have some weather here, and as always, you hope for those to get out of harm's way and move this thing all up and out. But I'm so shallow and so selfish that when it comes to this storm system, there's only one impact that concerns me.
What's that?
The Braves-Mets series.
Yeah,
where Major League Baseball would be well served to, as tough as it is, and I hate this. Blues are us. Should have knocked on the door this morning about 7 a.m. Boys, get to the plane. We're headed to Dallas. I mean, it's the only it's the only thing you can do. They should have done it last night after
Miami
the game.
Is Miami home?
Well, Miami's got the storm. It's probably you probably don't want to go down that way. I don't know if Miami's home. I think they're on the road.
Oh,
but Dallas is indoors.
Yeah.
So in the day, if you're going to go somewhere, you'd
rather play.
Well, Miami's indoors too. You're right. I forgot about that.
You'd rather play them.
It will be
than wait till Monday.
You can't know.
And that's what's gonna.
They have to
happen.
be played, and you can't wait till. Listen, waiting till tomorrow and having to play a doubleheader would have been death. But it's going to rain from about noon today until about.
Why is it raining
midnight
there
Friday.
and not raining here today?
I guess because of the way it could have something separate to do. That may not even be a part of this.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't. That's
what I thought.
Here's what I do. Weather.com, Atlanta forecast, hourly.
Yeah.
100.
That's today.
I'm going to tell you exactly when that starts.
Yeah. So that will push everything probably to Monday.
They should have done it yesterday. Should have been more proactive. They're putting more hardship on these teams, make them travel. But that's what you have to do. You got to get up this morning. You got to fly. You'll get to Dallas by noon. You got to play at 8:30 tonight and 6:30 tomorrow, and then on your way.
Or play 2 tomorrow.
I don't want to play 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't want to play 2 tomorrow.
I'd rather play 2 tomorrow than play on Monday.
100%. And if you want to fly to Dallas today and play 2 tomorrow, then they better be 2 9-inning games.
Oh, yeah.
And they better, that's harder. I don't want that. I want one game. I don't. But it doesn't matter what I want per se. But it's a bigger story, I think, than it's being. I wouldn't know on ESPN because I had to sit through 6 minutes of WNBA to lead the show this morning. That's what SportsCenter thinks is prime on every sports fan. Yeah, it's playoffs.
Well, I was thinking a lot.
When does Caitlin play? No one even cares about that anymore.
I've been thinking a lot about the situation with our football team here, obviously, like all y'all, and trying to figure out what's the issue. I don't know what the issue is. I think they missed an opportunity yesterday and everybody told me, Hick, they don't fire anybody after 3 games. And I wasn't suggesting that a major player gets fired, although I wouldn't be against that. I was suggesting that a message needs to be sent. No message was sent, so we'll just continue to do what we do. But clearly there's something that is not working with Trevor and Doug in this offense. So, and whatever reason it is, y'all could figure it out. But we'll try to unpack it. But
I think Trevor said it right. Somebody's making a bad play. Somebody different's making a bad play every play.
But when you're the quarterback, it falls on you. That's the way it works.
And I don't think anyone's denying that.
And his numbers are pedestrian, below average.
Yeah.
Below average, man. And I don't care who's around you. I mean, you don't want to get into a numbers discussion about Trevor Lawrence if he's your guy. And we all like Trevor. A lot of us love Trevor, man.
Win.
Trevor is the man. But we have got to have better play from that young man right now.
Trevor is the man off the field.
Yes. That throw he had a throw. Forget the pick, which was horrible. Just as horrible was the one that he had to Brenton Strange that he skipped off the ground in front of him about 20
and that's when he was
at
the pits. And the hard part, the harsh reality of quarterback is when you are struggling, your team's losing, every play gets dissected like that.
Yes.
Like every great Joe Burrow skipped one into the ground. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes threw an interception. But when you're losing and you're not producing any numbers, you don't get to balance it. There's no balance.
When the smoke cleared from Joe Burrow, he was over 300 yards with 3 touchdowns and no picks.
100%.
And they scored over 30-some points.
We
got 10.
I get it. I totally understand. I'm not trying to block it anywhere else.
I know you're not.
There's a lot going on there.
I just think it has to be discussed.
I'm getting to the point that I do wonder if it's not Patrick Mahomes, who you would put in this offense that would be throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns a game. I just watching everything that I'm watching and seeing what I see and hearing what I hear, I don't know if anyone could. I really don't. Let me ask. I had this question, and then we're going to do yours because I want to do this real quick because this applies here. It's been 3 games, and so only a 6th of the season. Grade the Jags free agency class for me, if you would, because I'll give you 1 F-.
Yeah.
F-. Gabe Davis, invisible man.
Yeah.
Devin Duvernay can't carry Jamal Agnew's equipment bag.
Yeah. That's
Mitch Morse, the O-line, no better. Eric Armstead's made 1 play in 3 games.
You know what? That's why it's so important that we do so very well in the draft.
Which we don't do. But I'm just saying here through 3 games, I'm like, and then you really look at what anyway.
Yeah.
So many failures. I mean, I listen. I did this in terms of guys. We got to get this offense going. And then I'm like, Gabe Davis for Calvin Ridley? That's a joke, man.
And Brian Thomas.
That's a draft pick. That's a side. Yeah. That's not a free agent.
Well, that's
class.
Receiver class. Oh, yeah. But I mean, we tried to tell you, man. The construction of the team is not. I mean, I said it all off season. They're not doing enough. They're not doing enough. Said it all off season. Here we are now with no backup guys to get after the quarterback either.
Somebody had a good point on the text line earlier. You know what, Balky? Be darned what you think. Do this. Go sign Xavier Howard. Go sign Bakhtari. Go sign all of these veterans that are out on the street. They can't be worse than who are running out there.
Don't disagree.
Just do something.
Amazingly, that a lot of you out there told me how great the GM had done this offseason. Master class, they like to throw at me. I was like, I don't know about that. Anyway.
Peterson, by the way, is the runaway leader for first to get axed.
Oh, there's no question.
And the hot seat is definitely there.
It's
so
a finger
if
pointing
it matters to him, he's turbo preparing, man. Which you should do every week. Don't get me wrong. There's an implication.
And he said something yesterday. He said something that was. They're talking about communication, and he says it gets confused sometimes. He goes, the communication for the play to get to the quarterback and the coach and player is just fine. He kind of intimated that it's on the field stuff with Trevor. And my point is, at some point, it ain't working, so change the way you're doing it. If you're putting too much on his plate, then take it off his plate. And tell him just to go back and look at it.
Dan.
If his job is sliding protections and such, then then I don't know. There's
I
just
don't
a lot
believe.
going on here.
Again, this is where
He ain't playing good enough, though.
This is where the word salad just keeps everyone guessing. Well, I would suggest you want to get the quarterback better, freaking block and get open, and then let's make some analysis.
Well, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Where are you with Trevor? Where are you? And I give you 4 choices. Can win a Super Bowl, needs better players, regressing big time, or not a franchise quarterback. So, can win a Super Bowl, needs better players, regressing big time, not a franchise quarterback. We have 1,200 votes, so.
Well, I mean, we know how polarizing this is.
Very polarizing.
Options 3 or 4 get not a percentage from me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to parse out 1 and 2. Could he win a Super Bowl? I suppose we're 0-3. That seems silly.
Yeah.
What was the second one?
Needs better players.
Needs better players. I would go with that considering the 4. It's actually a combination of all. Now, this not. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This isn't like, oh, gosh, we got Joe Montana and everything else sucks. It's not that.
Well, we have 4 choices. Regressing big time is 41.3%. Needs better players is 22.5%. Not a franchise quarterback, 20.4%. Can win Super Bowl, 15.8%. E, what would you pick?
I ain't going to lie. I'm going regressing big time, man.
He's not playing well.
100%.
He's not playing well. And
some of those are separate from what your ability is.
Yeah. Dream Finders Homes is in 15 locations in the Jacksonville community to serve you. Most importantly, though, they offer an unbelievable first-year rate, 2.99%. That's right, I said it, 2.99%. And they want to help you if you're a first-time home builder, homeowner. Man, go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. They will literally help you move and go through the process. The official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Check them out at dreamfindershomes.com. It's just the numbers are staggeringly bad in every which way. And the folks, the Googans, look, they're, just some of the responses. Needs new GM and head coach. Can win a Super Bowl, but is regressing. I'm really stuck between regressing and not a franchise. 2 more years there. This, honestly, he needs to be gone. No quarterbacks except Brunel and Garrard have had a complete team around them with playmakers on both sides of the ball. Need better players. Jags roster is bad. Think about this. 90% of the players from Jacksonville will not start for the Niners. Incomplete. Needs an NFL caliber GM in line. And that's all fair. But at some point in year 4, at some point, we need a game. We need something to hang our hats on. If you go stat by stat, he's Daniel Jones. Honestly, he has the exact same numbers as Daniel Jones. Statistics are not Trevor Lawrence's friend. It's not one thing you want to look at if you're a Trevor Lawrence supporter. Statistics are not his friend. Anyway, it's just something to kick around here today, and we'll do it. But we got trivia on deck, so let's do that. We've got a special guest coming up at 8 o'clock. We got the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITB Partners, all that on the menu today. It's a tasty menu, I think. Tasty menu.
It can be. It might be wet. The barbecue may get rained on, but
no, not till later. Not till later.
Here, by the way, just to up your baseball enthusiasm, at 7 o'clock tonight in Atlanta, it's an 89% chance of rain with thunderstorms.
That's not good.
And then we go hour by hour, starting tonight at 7. Tonight, Wednesday night.
Well, maybe we do this. Maybe we try to play a couple innings, then we stop.
Why?
And then we wait, and Sale has to come out.
Right, ruin everything, right. But here's where you go for the next, again, with 2 important games. You go 8, this is hour to hour starting tonight at 7. 89, 100, 88, 89, 98, 98, 98, 100, 85, 85, 90, 85, 92.
That's not good.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
They were talking about moving the games up to earlier in the day.
That's not going to help. Today at noon.
Oh, it's rainy today? The whole day?
Today at noon. Okay. It is, if you're going to play today, you need to play it. They need to just start.
Now?
They need to start at 8. Because at 1 o'clock, you're up to 61%. Wow. 2 o'clock, 64%. 3 o'clock, 64%. Noon, 19. Maybe you do start it at noon. I don't. That's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get it all in, and you're going to kill us even worse. We're already getting screwed. We're losing our home field advantage in the last week of the season if they move it.
Well, we got the.
But I think they should move it. I do. I think they should have already moved it.
Tip of the cap to the San Francisco Giants and Michael Conforto.
That's right.
Did us a solid.
Yeah, they may make this really dull the pain of whatever happens here in these next couple of days.
Much more ahead. This is the drill.
In other news, we had to win last night, by the way.
Oh, we had to win.
No, you're fine.
We had to win.
Guess what, John's next?
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
21-34 to go a step further with the Trevor Lawrence stats. 21-34. No, he wasn't 21 of 34. In 55 games, he's got 21 wins. You know, he's lost 8 in a row again. I mean, this is not good. I mean, conversely, when you start looking around the league, you see Aaron Rodgers with a 65% winning percentage. You see Russell Wilson with a 61% winning percentage. Heck, you see Joe Flacco with a 56. Mahomes, 78, man. Dak Prescott, 61. Our guy's under 4. It's got to get better, and it's got to get better starting now, immediately, for Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that's your Duval Minute, as we brought to you by Lift Power. As we wind down the summer, the job market is winding up, especially at Lift Power. Man, they're always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The benefits are out of this world. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. It's way too good to pass up. And go see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. Don't ask me. Our rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. Family-owned and operated, stable, and we want you to be part of the family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Pick the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park. Pick the worst. You'll still win some pizza, just not enough for a party. The 10-10 Weekly Pick'em Contest is brought to you by MyBookie.
You pick 'em.
At 1010XL.com.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference. Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, so here's a reminder to get screened. Ackerman Urology has 4 convenient locations to help you put your prostate health first. Guys, don't put this one off. Visit ackermanurology.com.
Keeping up with Seminole Nation.
Join the Noles and their road to repeat as ACC champs.
Stay close to the Seminoles with the Florida State Seminole Report. Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team on 1010XL.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that will be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, Conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Now, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Gator Injury Report.
The Florida Gators approach their bye week as it's a much-needed one early on in the season. The team has struggled to stay healthy this year, so having a week to play catch-up from the injuries will help out before they face UCF next Saturday night. The Gators' week off will also give them a chance to nurse the week-to-week injuries, such as wide receiver Eugene Wilson and Jaquavion Fraziers, as well as cornerback Devin Moore. Once again, I'm Max Fink here with your Gator Injury Report, presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John, driven by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Before you buy, give us a try. Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville.com.
You know him, you love him. TriviaNation.com's own. Bald, beautiful, Bishop Kenny proud, son of the Colonel. Doesn't need to puff that chest out. He walks tall. Get Smart Johnny. Johnny!
Again.
Morning,
everyone.
How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
We met your boy, One Adam 12. He talked glowingly of you.
Oh, yeah. We met at One Adam 12. You went to his mom's funeral. Nice man.
If you're Very. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, that unfortunately, the older we get, that happens. So, but I do have a shout out. So I did an extra show. I did an extra show last week, a place where I used to host for 7 years, and still saw a lot of the same teams that were there when I was hosting. So it's great. We appreciate the loyalty of all our Trivia Nation players. And shout out to Chris Gay.
What up, Chris Gay?
That was really great. Yes. So, I posted on Facebook. I said, by the way, there was another game on Monday night, which, oh my. Boy, it's been a long time since get excited about a Monday night game where Washington actually played well. So, but, it's truly a week-to-week league. So they could lay an egg this Sunday. But anyway, poor Jags. God bless them. All right, I know. You guys have kind of run it into the ground, and you'll continue to. But that's what we do with your hometown team.
That's what we do.
We do. All right. So we've got some tough ones. And by the way, Guggen Steve wrote me a question to make sure and ask you, and it's a baseball rule. Kind of wish Daniel was in the studio for this one. But we'll ask that one a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to get you started with TV. What do contestants on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette receive that lets them know they will be staying on the show for another round?
A rose.
Yeah.
Dan's favorite part.
Maybe the all-time easiest question. The history of trivia.
Yes, yeah. Do you still watch the show?
No.
Okay.
Geography.
In which Italian city would you find the Trevi Fountain?
Trevi?
Yes. Trev, like Victor I.
Well, Rome is the first one, Pross, but...
All right, give me the question. I was getting a question
Trevi
on the
Fountain.
The Trevi Fountain? What are you asking?
Fountain.
Where is it?
Where is it?
In which Italian city would you find
which
the
one?
Trevi?
I mean, Rome would be the...
Yeah, I've heard of the Trevi Fountain, and I mean, Venice is known for the water and the canals. I mean, I'd go Rome.
Yeah.
Rome.
Not overthink it.
Yes.
Bang.
And since there are only two cities in Rome, we had a 50-50 chance.
In Rome, in Italy.
I mean, in Italy.
Yeah.
Rome and Venice.
I don't know. I keep hearing like a lot of... For some reason, I've had a lot of friends going to Italy lately, and they rattle off all these cities they're going to.
Palermo.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And they just said they loved Italy.
Yeah.
And highly recommend
good for them.
Yeah. Literature.
What
What is the
thinking man's question.
Well, perhaps.
What was our girl's name that I've already forgotten from O Ponderosa?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You remember, Johnny?
Yeah, last week, yeah.
Last week?
The Western girl, the writer on the Life on the Prairie or Plains.
I don't. See,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that
with her.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, the hell with her.
You just jumped right in, cackling with everyone. How dumb we were last week. You don't even know the answer yourself. Move along.
It was Willa Cather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Willa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was. You could have
No,
said,
listen,
you could
I
have said
admit it, I
Sally
didn't know it.
Jones. We would have said, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sure, Willa.
On the tip of my tongue. Okay. Okay. What is the name of the 25-foot-tall red dog featured in Norman Bridwell's children's books?
That's Tony's truck.
Clifford. Red dog! Red dog!
Clifford, the big red dog.
Red dog!
Tony once had a big truck. We called it Clifford. It was a big red truck. Clifford, the big red truck. Until he wrecked it. That's also the one that broke down on the way to work.
Yeah. Broke down on
It was
JTV.
Sasquatch, and we did the Jack Link's beef jerky
Someone help
Now-
him.
parody.
Now, do you guys remember the PBS series, Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Of course.
I don't know if you had kids. Right.
Yeah, my kids. That was my kid's age.
Yeah, and Kaylee watched it too. But so this was kind of like a bonus question. Do you know the voice of Clifford the Big Red Dog was? And I'll give you a hint. He's no longer with us. He was mostly known for comedy series and overall funny guy. And,
I don't
and everybody
know.
pretty much liked him.
Because I can't hear.
It's not John Ritter.
Yes.
Ah, very good.
Yes. Very good. Excellent.
The reason I hesitate to say that, I would have thought that Clifford the Big Red Dog came after John Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? John Ritter died 2003.
That's what I'm
Hard to believe
saying.
It's been that long.
I'm shocked that Clifford was already done by
Yeah.
then.
But don't you agree? Didn't everybody like John Ritter?
I think
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah, and John Candy for that matter too.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was good. Recent events.
Recent events.
Recently, a federal court in Texas overturned a government ban on what types of employee contracts, citing the Federal Trade Commission's lack of authority.
All right, repeat it.
Recently, a federal court in Texas overturned a government ban on what types of employee contracts, citing the Federal Trade Commission's lack of authority.
That's a long question. By the time he gets to the end, I can't remember what the beginning of the
It's
question
wordy.
was.
It's wordy.
I'm not saying that. I'm not even being critical. I'm having a hard time really comprehending the question. There's
I have no idea. What's a type
ban,
of contract?
A ban on a certain type of contract
An
has been
employee
shot
contract.
down, right? So it would be like, what's the one that like the PGA players are? Independent contractor.
Independent.
Yeah, independent contractor.
All right.
Okay.
I don't understand the question
I'm
at all.
going to give you a little bit of a hint, and I think, Dan, at one point you might have been one of these.
Oh, it's
Oh, you're talking about TV?
No, it's furlough.
No, it's
You're going to get it.
Non-compete.
There you go. That's it. That's okay, right? But I figured you
That's
would.
a good one. So so that non-compete no longer exists
in Texas.
It never should have.
In Texas or nationally?
Well, it's in Texas. In Texas.
Right. Well, that's a good. You know what? I need to.
It was a
look
Texas
further into that
case.
That's where it was overturned. Yes.
But
It
they
was
said but they said
but it said
federal.
federal. So yeah. So I guess it is all.
Well, hold on now. I think what can happen is I don't know actually.
Yeah.
I think maybe got appealed to that level. I mean, a local state
Just so
case can go
folks
to
know,
federal.
non-competes, like in television, we deal with
Yeah.
non-competes because we sign these things where if we work for one television station and the other television station in town wants us, which happened to me numerous times,
No, the problem is, like most things,
you can't go without sitting out a year.
But they can SCAN you at any point, and you're, and it doesn't, no one cares. So
I think probably
it's
the
a
most-
ridiculous. It should have like a 3-month.
I think
like
probably
they'll put a year or two on.
I think probably the most famous one was Deborah Giannolis.
Well,
way
in fairness,
back when.
by the way, no compete is not in any way relegated to the TV industry.
Oh no,
There's no compete in every.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay.
Lawyer, banker, everywhere around town. Dude's got no compete clauses, so it wouldn't just be a broadcast thing.
Gotcha.
For sure. Yes. Okay. Food.
Glorious food.
What is the name of the Spanish soup that is made with fresh raw vegetables, a little oil, some vinegar, and a few spices, which are blended and served cold.
Is that like gazpacho or something like that? Hick? Is that a word?
Gazpacho. Isn't that tomato soup though?
Well, it's cold. It's a cold. That's whatever spacho. That's gazpacho. That's a like cold soup.
Gas.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
that's how you spell it.
We're going with that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gazpacho.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Did you say is that tomato soup or am I wrong?
No, there are tomatoes in it. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, you're correct.
All right.
Okay. By the way,
Gazpacho.
if it's cold, it's not soup. Moving on.
Yeah. What's the other one? It's a French one.
Chicken noodle. Chicken noodle.
Again, if it's cold, I don't want it unless it's cereal.
It's basically cold potato soup.
That's just so gross.
Uh-huh.
That gazpacho sounds gross, and I like those ingredients.
Yeah. Music.
I hope Mrs. P's not listening right now because I no way at all am I fishing for one day coming home to gazpacho because the ingredients sounded good. So no, take a pass on that one.
I guess you could always heat it if you like, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh. Which 1975 album by Pink Floyd is largely a tribute to former band member Syd Barrett?
Why would it be a tribute, I wonder?
The only one we know is The Wall.
Well, Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Is the other one.
Is The Wall an album?
I feel like, what year did you say? 75?
Yes.
I feel like The Wall was after that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Dark Side of the Moon. Isn't that 75? Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
I think Dark Side of the Moon was 73. It's Wish You Were Here.
Oh,
But you've heard of that one, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one. I thought that was a collection of great dance songs, though. I thought was that album, but maybe that's a best of.
Yeah. Okay. So you want your baseball rules question now?
Sure.
Okay. So, ground rule triple.
Yeah.
What is the rule for ground rule triple?
I've never heard of a ground rule.
There is
triple.
no, by the way, whoever brought you the question, all smug and probably with a smirk, has pulled up a rule that probably doesn't exist in every major league ballpark, which means it's not a rule at all. I've been watching baseball for 50 years. I've never one time seen, heard
because like if it gets
of a ground. No, it's a double, and they give you a base.
Well, if it gets stuck in the wall or something, then it's still. I always thought it was a double.
It's always been. I've never seen a guy awarded third unless it's on top of a previous rule.
We'll ask Daniel. We'll ask Murph if he knows.
If he knows,
yeah.
He's probably listening, so he's
probably listening, right? Well, tell him to turn off the radio right now. So
all right. Can you think of any? I mean, a ground rule double is a ball that hits in play and bounces out of play. There is no other ground rule double.
Is there one? Is it, if it gets stuck or you can't get it? Is that a ground rule triple? They give you an extra base? I don't know. I don't imagine. Like I remember it. Guys throw their hands in the air.
That's a double.
And it's a double.
Maybe the guy is already rounding second.
Yeah.
And he can't get the ball, so you get the one extra base, and it just always seems like it's from second to third.
Okay.
So the only plausible answer we can come up with in a situation that I literally have never seen would be if the ball is determined to be stuck and the guy has already reached second.
Okay, so I'll read, and again, you can say chicken feathers because I've never. I just okay.
It's not you I'm angry with. It's whoever went out of their way to bring you a question that is just so horse feathers. We've wasted everyone's time.
Steve is probably cackling as we speak now.
Clown question,
at you boys.
Yeah, clown question, bro. Well, Bryce Harper handled that one. Clown question.
If a defensive player uses his hat to attempt to stop or catch a ball, results in batter and base runners get 3 bases.
Oh, he throws his hat at it?
Yeah, or tries to catch it.
Well, I guess it is a rule. It's one that is, I'm going to guess, never, ever, ever come into play. I've never heard of that. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen fans use hats, and what idiot in the field would ever use his hat rather than his glove?
Well,
this is like, okay, it's also a ground ruled homer if the batter goes to the plate with a toothpick. It's just silliness. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do your audio clue.
Let's do it, baby.
If you do the honors, please, my friend.
Okay, now forget the hat. If a ball rolls under a fence in some situations, it's regarded as a triple.
Okay.
No catching with the hat. Nonsense.
I'm not good at this. I mean, I know what it is, but that's about the best I can do on this one.
This is 1903 is the last time we had a ground rule triple. Just awesome question. That one sticks with me. What Chariots of Fire? What do you want here?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
Can you tell me the artist, one word artist? That's reaching, I understand.
Is it?
That's 40 plus years old. So.
Yeah.
I can tell
That
you.
was easy.
I can tell you it's
Spyro Gyra.
I can tell you besides Chariots of Fire, it's in Vacation.
Yeah.
It's also in, I think, in Mr. Mom too.
I was probably in a bunch, I bet. I have no idea.
No, I don't know.
Vangelis.
Oh yeah.
Never heard of him.
I have.
I was going to say, I bet Dan has.
Yeah.
Okay, good work. Good work. I think that was one that won Best Picture too.
That was around.
Boring, terrible movie.
Was that like?
Never watch that if you're out there.
The Olympics back, I think it was a certain 28 Olympics or something. 81?
81-ish? Yeah.
That's what I want to say too.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Nice work.
All right,
Okay.
it's time for a couple more.
Okay. I always like these. Speaking of movies, how about movie links?
I love movie links.
I know. What actress was featured in the following 3 films?
Okay.
A Fish Called Wanda, 1988.
Okay.
Knives Out, 2019.
I got it.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. What's the third one, though?
What? Okay. And My Girl, 1991.
Yeah,
you know how I feel about letting me finish.
Yeah. And the irony there is we actually started that getting mad at not finishing. And
yes.
It's become John's rule, which is fine. Probably better.
It's a wonderful rule.
Well, yeah.
Humans appreciate the rule. Is it me?
Very seldom enforced, though. Okay.
TV.
Which British TV show, premiering in 1963, is the longest-running science fiction series in the world?
Is that Stranger?
Doctor Strange?
It's not Twilight Zone.
No.
Is it Stranger Than Fiction or
British?
Yeah,
It's not I've never heard of Stranger Than Fiction.
Is the word
Doctor Strange is the only strange that sci-fi that's that I can think of. A British. I had something else in my head, and now it's been covered up with Strange.
Okay,
and it might be Doctor Strange. I don't know if that's a current show. I'm trying. I mean, with the BBC, with cable television, we ought to know. You know, this is probably on tonight.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
Heard of it.
Sci-fi. You said?
Yeah. Yes.
So we're talking about, like, Lost in. It's not that.
Yeah.
That kind of show.
I get it.
What about I just don't watch British TV, dude. I don't watch the good ones, the Downton Abbeys.
How about Dr. Benny Hill?
How about
Benny Hill Stranger?
We'll go Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Doctor is the first word of it.
It's Doctor. It's not Strange. It's God. That's what I'm saying. I had it before the daggum. It's Doctor. Does it start with S also or no?
No.
Oh, just tell us.
What is it?
Who?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Yeah. So you guys have heard of it, right?
I had it. Yes, for sure.
Oh,
I knew that's what it was. And then is Doctor Strange in like one of the Spider-Mans or no? Now what am I thinking?
Yeah, that's in the
Yeah, he's in the Marvel movie.
That's what it is.
All right, we need to go out.
I had Doctor Who.
We need to go out as a champion.
Last one, right here.
Last one.
Okay, and we're going to do that, and it's going to be history / I guess geography.
Right.
And it's multiple choice.
Yellow question. Green question, actually. Blue and yellow.
Right. Okay, let's see if you get it first. Okay. Which of the following became New York City on September 8th, 1664? New Amsterdam,
that one,
New Dutchland, New Oxford, or New Yorkshire?
Amsterdam.
I think it's New Amsterdam, yep.
Yeah.
Get him out of here!
All right, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
Appreciate it. Have a great week. Let's catch away and get a break here real quick. We'll be back with more. It's a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday, like Family Beatros is there, and we'll ETN you up. The next segment, special guest coming up at 8, and much more ahead. The Murphy Power Hour. We talk baseball down to cases here in the pennant races. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at golftrepair.com. They know you're down in the dumps about your football teams. The Jags, the Gators, the Knowles, they all stink. Yesterday, I told you about a great opportunity. The promo code, Repair My Team. Repair My Team. 50% off right now while supplies last. And they went fast yesterday. Boys jumped. It's great therapy. Great shopping therapy. So do yourself a favor. Go to golftrepair.com. Check out the golf shirts, man. They have a Duval one. They have a Florida one. They have a Florida State one. They're awesome. So check them out. You'll love them. Go to the promo code Repair My Team. Repair My Team. You'll get 50% off at golftrepair.com. You can thank me later. golftrepair.com. Repair My Team is the promo code to enter. You get 50% off while supplies last, and they're going fast.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
This is Keith Scott with Veterans Wholesale Cabinets. We are Northeast Florida's cabinet experts and your best option to elevate your home improvement project for both homeowners and contractors, and attention to detail to every project. VeteransWholesaleCabinets.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Yo, you already know it's your boy E.T. And our listeners continue to bet and win big with MyBookie. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, they're still running that double deposit bonus just signing up with promo code 1010XL. We have a huge week starting off with college and NFL games this Thursday night. Get signed up now for Virginia Tech traveling to Miami. Them Hurricanes, boy, they're 17-point favorites with an over-under of 55.5 on MyBookie. With the way Miami's been scoring, covering that spread looks like it's going to be no problem. And how about Thursday Night Football? It's a divisional matchup. Them Cowboys travel to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are a 4.5-point home underdog. If you think they could just keep it close, take those 4.5 points. And for a limited time, MyBookie is bringing back that double deposit bonus. Bet 100, win 200 using promo code 1010XL on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money using promo code 1010XL. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Sports talk sometimes gets confusing. I'm Hayes Carlyon, here to clean up the confusion. Join me afternoons on The Frangie Show for Cleaning Up with Hayes, brought to you by Molly Maid on 1010XL.
Hey, there's a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event going on right now at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Monahan's is known for its natural diamonds and gemstones, but we've had so much demand for lab-grown diamonds that now through the end of September, Monahan Jewelers is having a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event. We've brought in a huge selection of lab-grown diamonds and jewelry to meet this incredible demand. Lab-grown diamond sales event now through the end of September at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey with my own Awaken 180 celebration. Maybe not 100 pounds like Hacker, but it's been a full year since I dropped 26 pounds and I haven't put a single pound back on. For a whole year. Free support for life at awaken180weightloss.com.
Are you still asking the question, why Arlington? Lucky for you, I've got all the answers. Mia here. Arlington's lot is packed with new Toyotas in stock in one location, ready to go home with you today. 60-day exchange. That's 60 days to love your new Toyota purchase or exchange it for one that you do. Worried about financing? There's the Arlington Credit Helper. You even get a complimentary car wash with every service. So instead of asking, why Arlington, I'm going to ask, why aren't you here yet? 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or at arlingtontoyota.com.
Googie Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Southampton invites you to enjoy a round of golf and then a round with your buds, thanks to their game day special. Every Saturday and Sunday during the season, order up 10 wings and a cold pitcher for just $22. Plus, being a member at Southampton has its privileges, like a $500 gift card when you join with a paid initiation fee. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Twilight golf every day with special rates after 3 o'clock. Don't forget trivia Thursday nights and music on the patio Friday night. All at the Golf Club of Southampton.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson on Tuesday addressed turning things around for the Jaguars.
You know, we have to take a hard look at ourselves first internally as far as coaching goes, and then making sure we are presenting the plans, great communication.
Jag head coach isn't looking for more talk, just action.
The speeches are done. The speeches are over. We don't need any more rah-rah stuff. It's just time to go play football, fix the mistakes, do everything we can to play our best football this weekend.
For Jag center Mitch Morse, the team's woes are all about execution.
I mean, this is a momentum league. You don't execute early, it can be a snowball effect. I mean, you can only do what you can do as a professional on that. Call, whatever's called, execute, and we didn't do enough of that.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E, what is the razzle-dazzle today?
I got a nice little delivery that you can get from Kuhn Flowers, but I also got a pair of tickets to the Constellation Furyk and Friends. That's going down October 5th and October 6th. All you got to do is holler at your boy at the end of the 10-minute drill. Come on, somebody.
You'll get that for free. I wanted to reiterate what I said in the spot. If you go to golfteerepair.com, you can get these really nice shirts, 50% off. It's a great deal. You just put Repair My Team. They have Duval shirts. They have Florida shirts, Florida State golf shirts. They're very cool, and you get a great deal on them right now. Repair My Team is the promo code to enter. You can thank me later, but check them out. Shopping is good therapy when your football teams aren't doing very well, I believe.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's what I eat. No, I eat.
Must be a lot of shopping and eating going on.
I eat.
Then, because
when I've noticed that throughout my life, when the Mets give up 3 runs, I eat.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
So you ate last night in about the 3rd inning.
Well, last night I was at work, so I couldn't eat as much, but if I found something, I would have ate it.
I mean,
the Padres turned a triple play. We'll talk about baseball with Murphy here in a little bit, but and that's never happened before to get a spot into the postseason.
What defines when the media and or fans make a story and not the actual athletes involved? And I'll give you the example I'm talking about. I don't think that if it had not been pulled up by the message boards and the talk shows and the fans, that not one single Georgia player would have gone into this Saturday night's game at Alabama with any notion, recollection, anger, or cynicism towards what Jalen Milroe said in the postgame now last year. How long does bulletin board material active?
What did he say?
After Alabama beat Georgia in the SEC championship game in December, Milroe said something to the effect is, we came for 60, and you could see in their eyes they didn't, and that kind of stuff.
Emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, I haven't heard that. Did you hear one breath of that even when it happened?
No, I don't remember.
Did you hear anything in the offseason?
No, but it's great. That's great coaching. That's great. Whatever I can use for
it's not Kirby bringing it up. That's what I'm saying. The media created, and now so now it is a story. Okay. My point is, it's not a story that Georgia was legitimately bothered, pointed it out, targeted it, bulletin boarded it. I think it would have gone as a non-story unless it was brought up by fans and media.
I think Kirby was.
But Kirby uses it, sure.
Yeah, I think Kirby's like, I tell you right now, boys, and he's saying this with expletive deletas as only Kirby can. But these so-and-sos left us out of the playoff. We're Georgia. We never lose.
I get all that.
And we're going to go down. We're going to go over there. We're going to whoop that A.
I don't know if Georgia needs. I don't know for like the Alabama game if you need that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. But certainly in the process of building the program and getting attention, he's had his ways, and that has been one of them. I've seen him do it after the fact.
You've heard the audios
for
in
sure.
The locker room,
and I get that. But my point is, they find a way and a reason to do that every week.
Yeah, that's a good game, man. That's one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's sad that I can't be part of it, but
are you surprised that Georgia's favored?
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
I mean, that seems like a sucker play there. It makes me really wonder what's going on in the game. They're favored by 2 at Bama. Bama's been more impressive than Georgia, at least in the most recent outcomes.
Yeah.
Bama really, though, is only playing one great half of football, it feels like, and that was our one great game. I don't know when they played great at Wisconsin. Other than that, they've been kind of...
I saw McElroy, I think it was McElroy talking about it, and he was saying Georgia's, again, this is all just fuel for those guys, though. I just like to see Georgia lose a regular season game.
You don't like keeping the long streak that Florida was the last one to beat them?
They haven't lost
since
2020,
man. Regular season.
They don't lose.
And Bama is the only team to beat them outside of Florida for gosh knows how long.
Yeah.
So that's a good trivia question.
Either
Georgia
way,
fan could tell you. Can you tell me who's the last team to beat Georgia that wasn't Alabama or Florida?
Yeah, I don't know. Was it a bowl? Probably maybe a bowl game.
I guess I don't know either.
I'd have to look.
Yeah, it probably would be. Well, but that was Bama. I mean, how far are you going back?
Yeah.
Has anybody gotten them? Maybe Auburn got him one year. Maybe I can't. Maybe Auburn got him one year.
Well, they got him on the.
That's forever ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Tennessee's beaten them. I don't think.
I don't know. They don't lose. I don't know what to say. I hate them.
I'm just curious.
Stop. Just knock it off.
Yeah. Okay.
Sad news from Brett Favre as he reveals a Parkinson's diagnosis as he was testifying at a congressional hearing. I thought that was, there's a guy's gotten banged around. You don't know if there's any correlation or whatever, but quarterbacks all in the news. Who's headed for benching, who's not going to get benched. I would assume Miami's going to go with the Huntley kid to try to win a game.
I would.
He's
had to do it before.
He can give you the run option at least.
Yeah, they have a beauty of a great matchup, and perhaps their attention is gotten by the fact that they blew one to the Titans late last year, cost them home field in the playoffs.
Well, here's the thing: if you're getting Tua back in 4 games, you got to try to find a scrape, like Green Bay's doing.
Right, scrape a win.
Green Bay has scraped together a couple wins. That's been terrific. That's what Miami has to do. Because if Miami comes out of this like 1-4, 1-5, ain't so good. They're done.
They would be well on their way to Dunsville. That's for sure. For the record, and now it's no longer opinion, but since it's a sports topic, I'll do it. There and this goes especially out to the smug, smirky question giver to John. There is no such thing as a ground rule triple, so don't let anyone ever tell you any differently.
All right, no such thing.
The only time a guy's awarded triple occurs on balls that are in play, which by definition takes it out of the ground rule category. There's no place you can hit a ball where they automatically give you third base.
Clown question, bro.
There are situations where there's book rules where you give them third over the course of what's happened, but there's no magic play or hit that results in a ground rule triple because, and this is important, there's no such thing as one.
No such thing as a ground rule
That's
triple?
correct. There is no such thing as a ground rule triple.
All right.
Worst question we've ever had now officially because it doesn't exist. Just saying. What do you make of this UNLV quarterback? And I can't wait until this is someone who matters because it'll come.
That's a good question because there's a part of me that wants to think, man, you don't do that. But clearly he's gone through some channels that, for those who don't know, UNLV quarterback played at, Holy Cross for 4 years, had 1 year of eligibility left, goes to UNLV with an NIL deal. They don't honor it. Yeah, I'm sure he's asking and asking and asking. He's gotten fed up, and he says, all right, I'm not playing. I'll take a red shirt. I'm not going to play.
I think he's doing the right thing.
I'll go somewhere else.
Listen, we can no longer judge these kids based on what the old system was.
Yeah.
But this is no different than if a coach took over UNLV.
It's a sad day for college football.
And 6 months later, they hadn't paid him, and he said, well, I'm leaving, then you'd understand.
If somebody, quote-unquote, hires you and they tell you they're going to pay you, are you going to do it?
Yeah.
This is in no way.
He's not quitting on his teammates?
No way.
No? Okay.
No way.
He's quitting on the business.
He's not quitting on anyone.
All right.
UNLV quit on their teammates.
You think somebody else will give him a chance?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's not a Power 5 kid, but he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I think somebody else will give him a chance.
Okay,
too.
you don't think they'll hold this against him?
No,
they shouldn't.
It's kind of like a breaching contract.
I get it.
UNLV is the one that should take all of the blame here.
Well,
and
you
all
shouldn't
of the
go to
criticism.
UNLV to transfer.
They're the ones that will suffer
Unless
for
you
it.
promised me a penthouse at the Mirage for the whole year.
Well, you're going to need some house money, too.
Then I might be
staying
there.
yourself. You'll degenerate out of the program in about 2 weeks.
641-1010. Tell them what they're going to win. And by the way, we love comeback stories in sports, right?
Sure.
Up next, we got a comeback kid brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see how I work?
I see what you did there.
What are we winning at 641-1010?
I got a I got a package for you from Kuhn Flowers that gets you a delivery for some flowers, but also I got a pair of tickets to the Constellation Fury Conference. All you got to do is holler at your boy, 904-641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Kick off your college football weekend with the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
I'm Matt Hayes, and I'll help you slide into a college football Saturday with pregame news and notes.
Friday evening at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Every Monday, David Garrard calls the signals and looks for you on Jaguars Today from 10 to noon.
Look past left prong. Oh, we're ready.
Brought to you by WaterboyJacks.com.
Duval.
On 1010XL. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation, with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we all think alike, right? We pay these monthly premiums, and sometimes we let them add up in our heads, and we go, man, that's a lot of money. So if something happens, we need you to be there, and that's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaprosky have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care of, I mean it, right? It's called customer service, and they don't take these words lightly. If something happens, you call them. They get you your answers right away. If they don't answer, they call you right back. How do I know this? Because I speak from experience. I've dealt with the Kaproskis numerous times, and they've helped me. Homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance. The Kaproskis will always be there for you in your time of need. Get an insurance checkup today. Easy to get a hold of Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, Koproski at goosehead.com, or call 478-8422, 478-8422.
Are you feeling the heat? It's time to cool things down with Duck Duck Air Conditioning. Contact us today at 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckac.com. Duck Duck Air Conditioning to keep you cool and comfortable all year round.
Hi, Jags fans. Walker Little here for my friends at Kingfish Pest Control. Playing offensive line in the NFL, I must block and protect on every down. When it comes to keeping my home pest-free, I expect that same level of protection. So I contacted Kingfish after seeing thousands of positive online customer reviews about their service. I can confirm from personal experience, bugs don't stand a chance getting past Kingfish Pest Control. Do what I did. Reach out to Kingfish Pest Control to protect your home, a proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Hicken here. I want to talk skin along with my friends at Peaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen. Football season is back, baby. And with that, days under that bright sun. So when you load up that truck for the game day tailgate, or the chairs for your kids' flag games, or even the boat heading downtown to watch our Jags, make sure you bring the screen. Sunscreen, that is. It's a must here in Duval. But if you have any concerns right now, give Peaches Dermatology a call online at peachesdermatology.com.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about putting your worries in the right bucket. So often we put our worries in our own bucket, but many times they need to be in God's bucket. The Bible says, present your problems always to God. In other words, leave them in God's bucket. Understand that no matter what is out of your control, it's never out of the control of Almighty God.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Lower mortgage rates are finally here thanks to the Fed and Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR. That's the lowest in 2 years. So whether you got your loan last month or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto and dump that high rate loan. You can lock in at a lower rate fast with virtually no paperwork and usually no appraisal. No limit on how many times you can refi. So get started. Use this opportunity to get cash out and wipe out your credit cards. You can do a cash out refi, get 50, 75, 100 grand or more out of your home. Use that to pay off all your high interest debt and end up with just one low monthly payment. Act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Purchase loans available as well. Call now, get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. VA Streamline loans, also available with Loan Pronto. So call 904-999-1508 or to go to loanpronto.com. It's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Hear the Florida Gators all season on 1010XL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Proud partner of the Florida Gators. And by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. FSU head coach Mike Norvell, during Tuesday's post-practice press conference, defended the number of transfers into the program.
A good number of the guys that were limited in production before they came here. We believe in what that future is, and we believe that those guys are great asset to the program.
The USA Today Florida Network Super 25 includes only one team from our area in the top 25. Reigns check-in at number 17. IMG Academy remains the number one team in the state after its impressive win against Mandarin. ESPN's Joe Lunardi updated his men's bracketology 2025 NCAA tournament seeding on Tuesday, and the Gators enter the new season as a 9th seed, even after an impressive year 2 under Todd Golden. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Make a change for once.
All right, welcome back. We have a special guest in studio today. The folks at Dream Finders and the J Fund, we kind of put our heads together. And, man, we like to celebrate comebacks. We like to celebrate success stories. We don't do enough of that, right?
Fighters.
And sports is all about
Winners.
Winners.
Correct.
Kids
That's why we're so mad at our team.
Oh, we hate our team.
They don't reach any of those standards. They're not reaching any of those.
None of them. 0. 0-3.
Opposites of.
She would not be good with Elizabeth would not be
Couldn't
good
play
with the
for
Jaguars.
Nah, she'd have to move on.
No,
Yeah.
she's way too good.
Mm-hmm.
She's not 0-3. She's 3-0. Okay? But her name is Elizabeth Forte, and it's a Dream Finders Homes Comeback Kid Series. And we got, she's a J Fun kid, man. How you doing, Elizabeth?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. We're glad you're here.
The Radiothon, by the way, December 4th
Yeah.
this year. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and our partnership with the J Fund and these terrific stories.
Yeah, you're a beach rat.
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
Fletcher kid right now. Love those beach rats, man. We love them. And we want you to share your story. We want you to tell us a little bit about how you're doing, but we want to hear about, what you went through and what you remember as a young child. So first off, how you doing? You look great. You look beautiful. You look healthy, happy. How's life?
It's going great.
Yeah?
I'm in my senior year, and
Okay.
I'm having so much fun so far.
You should. It's your senior year, class of 25, shout out. Anybody at Fletcher, who's your favorite teacher over there?
Probably Miss Gilbert, which
All right.
is my learning strategies teacher.
Okay.
Because she's helped me all 4 years.
Okay.
and I just love her so much.
All right, well, that's good. All right, so tell us about your journey, and obviously you and your family have gone through these battles, and something nobody ever wants to hear, man. And how old were you when you first got diagnosed?
When I was diagnosed, I was 3.
So you don't remember that part. You remember being sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about it, though. Tell us from a kid's perspective.
I mean, obviously, it's really scary because you don't really know what's going on. You just know that you're always in the hospital or always being rushed to the hospital because you're sick.
Right.
But you really don't know what's going on. And I just remember having IVs in me, having to get medicine and all this stuff. So
yeah,
it's such a fight, such a challenge for an adult who's mind has been through a lot of life already and can gauge and understand. It's why your support staff, your family, and in this case the J Fund, are even more important when it comes to this. The beneficiaries here, and that's children with cancer.
Yeah.
Tell me about when you were. What do you remember when you were sick, and what kind of cancer did you have, by the way?
I had leukemia.
Okay. And how long did you battle this thing?
For about 2.5 years.
2.5 years. So do you remember starting to get well? Do you remember being sick? What parts do you remember the most?
I remember having to take a lot of medicine, and I remember always having nurses in my room. But I mostly remember people bringing me coloring books.
Okay, good.
Because that was, I guess, my favorite thing to do, and it helped take my mind off of what I was going through.
Sure.
And that's really what I remember most.
And you guys have been part of the J Fund for a while then. So tell me a little bit about what you know of the J Fund and how you feel like they've helped your family.
They've helped my family a lot. They helped with paying big bills like the mortgage or gas. And
because what happens, Elizabeth, is when you're sick, your mom, your dad, they got to take care of you.
Yeah.
And they ain't leaving.
Yeah.
You're the most important thing in the world to them. They ain't going anywhere. And if they can't go to work, they can't go to work.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the J Fund steps in to help.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Continue.
So they helped make sure that my parents were able to be there for me and make sure that I was getting the care that I need. And now they have all these big Christmas parties that we can meet other people and get to share our own stories and help them through it too.
So you guys now do your best to support and help the J Fund, right?
Yes.
Why do you think that's so important? Why is that important to your family?
I think that's important to my family because they did so much for us. Like, we need to give back too and help other children like they helped us.
Right.
And show them that you will get better, you can get better, and just have a positive attitude. Yeah. And everything will be okay.
Man, that's awesome. We appreciate that. So you said your senior year is going great. What do you do? What do you do at Fletcher? Like, what are your goals? What are your aspirations?
Well, right
you
now,
in any clubs or anything like that?
Yes, I am. I am captain of my dance team.
Captain of the dance team.
There we go.
E, give me some music. Let's go.
Oh, no. Not you.
No.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to dance.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No. What kind of dance does the dance team?
No. E, don't let him do this, dude.
Let's go, E.
Can't unsee this stuff. Can't unsee it. Stop it.
Put those on. There you go. Yeah, Elizabeth.
I mean, he's turned it into a dance party for Pete's sake.
All right, so tell us about the dance team. What other things
I
you
can't
do.
wait. I can already fast forward to the conversation on the way home. Dad, these guys are really weird. That's coming. So
It's
you know,
okay.
right?
What we do.
Yeah. What's that again, Dad? What is
This weekend, we just finished our first competition dance.
How do we do?
Well, we learned it
Oh,
at
okay,
our studio.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we finished our jazz dance this weekend, and we all had so much fun. And now, in a couple weeks, we'll learn our lyrical dance. And right now, we're just in our football season and cheering at all the games.
How the Beach Rats doing? I know they had a tough loss a couple weeks ago. They're doing okay, though, right?
They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. I don't really know where we're at, but
You need me to talk to
really good.
you need to talk to Coach Face and Seatric. Get him in here. We can help you out. We'll help you out. All right. So listen, what are the plans after?
After high school, I plan to go to UNF.
All right.
I was just accepted.
I teach a class there, by the way. I don't want to brag, but it's the easiest day on. You all got to show up and participate. You'll be very good. Congratulations on getting accepted.
Thank you.
And what are you going to do?
I want to go there to become a nurse.
Ah, see?
Perfect.
That's the way it goes,
Circle.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They help her. She helps back.
Awesome.
Well, we're so proud of you, and we're so happy for you. You got a beautiful
Thank you.
family.
Yeah.
Beautiful young lady, by the way. Elizabeth Forte over there at Fletcher. So
Thanks for sharing some of your story with us this
Yes.
morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you to
for having
Dreamfinders Homes. Thank you to the J Fund. When is the
December 4th?
Yes,
Right?
December 4th. So
It's usually, is that a Tuesday usually?
yeah.
A Wednesday this year. Okay.
Well, we like
December
to
4th,
feature
a Wednesday.
you're our neighbor, you're our friend, you're our family, and I know a lot of people were there for you, and I'm so happy that you are now sort of paying it forward and giving it back. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
All right, that's Elizabeth Forte. That's the Dreamfinders Comeback Kids series. We'll do it every now and then, and we appreciate the folks from Dreamfinders. We'll take a break, keep it rolling right here. We got Murph coming up.
And I don't know how in the mood Jack fan is for Coach Speak, but Peterson, after the debacle, after our meeting with Shad, met the media yesterday virtually, and so a little bit of what he had to say.
You want to stay with us
the franchise.
and talk Jags when we come back, or no? You've had enough.
Oh, yeah, I will. I get to skip school.
Beautiful. All right.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's our pathfinder through the weeds of quarterback chaos.
I'm Denny Thompson, and they call me the quarterback whisperer.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL. Now, the Florida State Seminole Report. Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team.
A fourth quarter go-ahead touchdown and several late defensive stops helped lead Florida State to a 14-9 victory over Cal. Quarterback DJ Uwe Ungugale was 16 for 27 for 177 yards with one touchdown pass and surpassed 10,000 career passing yards in the win. Up next, Florida State travels to Dallas to face another ACC newcomer in SMU. I'm RJ Saunders with your Ag Pro. Seminole Report.
The Kickoff to Savings event is here at AgPro. Through September 30th, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279.99 per month, or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349.99 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends September 30th. Limited time offer. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our two blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make the move to Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC Technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour. With benefits, that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Franchi Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Hey, Hicken here for Bowdine Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently, one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowdine Associates today and experience the difference. Keeping the First Coast focused, that's Bowden Eye and Associates.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call State Farm agent Caitlin Duggar at 770-4897.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Cohen and Sullivan.
Don't make a bad call when it comes to servicing your home. Cooling off with a baby pool in the house to fix your air conditioning problem is a bad call. Trying to catch a wave in a flooded bathroom is a bad call. Using a burning electrical panel to make s'mores is a bad call. The next time something goes wrong, make a good call to Donovan.
Whether you need air, electric, or plumbing service, Donovan is always a good call. It's why we've been trusted by our customers for almost 40 years and why you can trust us to deliver fast, reliable service to your home. Donovan, always a good call.
Visit DonovanAC.com today.
Hacker here, and the celebration continues on my countdown to 100 pounds. I'm now at 93.5 pounds with only 6.5 pounds to go. That will be a 100-pound swing in just over 6 months. Only a couple of more weeks to go, and I feel awesome. Life-changing and life-saving is what I like to say. Maybe you don't have 100 pounds to lose. Maybe it's 25 like Mike Dempsey or 40 like Matt Hayes. Whatever your number is, bring it to a Awaken 180 and ask them how fast you'll reach it. But Hacker, I've tried other programs and diets before. Why will Awaken 180 work? That's simple. Because if I can do it, anyone can do it. Remember, when I hit that 100-pound mark, we're going to celebrate. I'll keep you updated every week as I get closer. And you can even join in on the celebration. Pick up the phone and make your own 180. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. A lot of discussion this morning about Trevor and Doug. And listen, Jags are tied to Trevor. So it's imperative upon Doug and the staff to make it work with Trevor.
Fair enough.
Trevor's the guy. They signed him. There's no, hey, now, you know, we can play the if game, look ahead. Let's just worry about trying to get a daggum win Sunday in Houston.
And by the way, and I'm not taking any, I have no faith in what anyone says. Show me. And if you win this weekend, great. That's one. I got to see a lot happen here. I've been suckered in. You lose sight of anything positive or just that, you know, how close you are to being 2-1, and none of these existing. All we'll be talking about is a flat performance on Monday Night Football and how that can't define who you are. We should be 2-1, even as bad as they've been. But they're not. And when you should be 2-1 and you're 0-3, you just fall into that category of crappy, poor executing, poorly coached NFL teams that have fallen into that subset that find a way to lose.
I'll give you another one that rubs me the wrong way, and I don't believe it. And if it were true, you want to talk about an indictment on the franchise. Jags season came off the chains when ETN fumbled that ball. If that one play has ruined your season.
Who's saying that?
I've seen a bunch of pictures and things.
Is this from people that matter or from fans?
No.
I wouldn't. That's not fair to attach that to them. I don't think they would tell you that.
In no way, shape, or form. I mean, how mentally weak would you be if that little miscue ruined your whole season?
If you're wondering how Shad Khan, the owner, feels about Doug Peterson, he gave us at least a glimpse into the conversations that he constantly has with ultimately his big boss.
Yeah, we've had great conversations, before and after football games, and obviously those conversations are private and all of that. But he's very supportive, been supportive, and continues to be supportive of what we're doing.
Look, Doug Peterson is making Shad Khan look bad. I've learned that powerful people don't like that. They can smile and walk by you. They will remember.
All right, well, let's unpack.
And Shad Khan went out in front of everyone and told everyone what a great team they had, the best team. And that's because of what he was being told about his team, I think.
Let's unpack this a little bit.
Okay.
All right, from Shad Khan's vantage point. All right, here's the owner of the Jaguars. Now, Shad Khan is not a football guy. In terms of, I'm sure he's learned a lot of football.
He runs multi-billion-dollar businesses he can't afford to be.
Yeah, so he has guys that he trusts. He has guys that tell him his football. Who's his guy that tells him football stuff?
I guess it's Balky.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Tony does to a degree, but the word is that Balky has cozied up so much to Tony that won't be an issue.
Tony Khan?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Again, I'm not reporting things.
No, but we're
that's what it is.
We're speculating here.
And there's some of this, by the way, we do know, almost exclusively to be true, but any dirty laundry inside any business is going to have some stuff that really, big picture, doesn't matter that much.
Yes.
But the important ones do. The finger pointing and the not moving forward in the proper direction because each is too stubborn to admit is a problem. And that's what Shad has to get to the bottom of.
Okay, so my point is this. He relies on listen, he's the money man of the Jaguars. He's the owner of the Jaguars. He's got a million things going on. He loves his football team. He wants his football team to do good. He talks to somebody to get his football information. That somebody we can all almost 100% understand. It's Trent Baalke.
Mm-hmm.
Trent Baalke is the guy who told him it's the best football team we've ever had. Shad goes out and says it. Now he looks foolish.
And this is where Doug's, well, it still is. Doug's just not coaching him. And so-and-so's not playing, and so it's not him. I promise you. And the follow-ups.
Yeah. Well,
at least that's a reputation he's earned.
Shad Khan's been watching enough football to know that what?
Yeah.
And
it looks a lot like 31-3 to San Francisco.
Demetrius Harvey talked about, from his reporting that Shad Khan was furious on Sunday.
I saw that.
Well, okay,
that doesn't match with what Doug just said.
Well, I just think that, no matter what, listen, there's some people like Baalke, some who don't like, again, not the person, the job he's done. I'm not a big fan. We've said this quite clearly. We don't like the way they drafted. I would have drafted Aiden Hutchinson. Trevor was a no-brainer. But right now, the Trayvon draft picks don't.
Yeah. There's a huge difference here.
My point is this.
Yeah.
If we are steamrolling towards a top 10 pick, we are in a whole mess of trouble as a franchise.
I do think it's fair to take a chance, just a quick chance here, to differentiate between those number one picks. They are nowhere near the same realm.
That's fine.
Trevor was a no-brainer. There was no other option.
I agree.
And he hasn't,
everyone would have taken him.
And he hasn't failed to the point that even now in these hard struggles, people still would have taken him in the top 3 to 5.
And in fact, by the way, if we hadn't taken him,
it'd be worse.
I don't think Baalke would have made the Trayvon Walker.
We would have never made the playoffs. Yeah. But Trayvon Walker is the one that's just arrogant and obnoxious.
Well, it
just is. At that one, you have a choice. There's a clear choice among everybody in the world but you.
Yeah.
And a few Georgia fans. And you had to be smarter, didn't you? You had to show. You couldn't take the safe route with a team that's on the rise and go get the proven player. No, you knew better. His arms were too short. Aiden Hutchinson is the next TJ. He is who we needed. He is who the league feared he could be. But no, not you. You took the potential.
There's a chance.
That's a fireable. 3 years later, that alone is enough to fire someone. If they win the Super Bowl this year, it's enough.
There's a chance, that this kid could be on a pathway towards Canton.
Didn't Baalke and what's buddy name? Harbaugh. They didn't really have a relationship, right?
No, it fell apart. It's why Jim Harbaugh left.
You think that got anything to do with why he didn't draft Hutch?
Maybe. I hope not. But
right.
The word was that Hutch didn't want to come here, but like I said,
you ain't got no choice, my boy.
Listen, E. You tell me this: a guy like Hutch, who you've seen, and we've seen how he is, and is kind of his man. We don't know him. He's close to his family. He loves playing up there. But
welcome to Jacksonville.
If Trevor Lawrence picks him up, drives him around town, shows him where to go fishing,
take him to the beach.
Yeah, he's sold.
Take him to the yards.
He's sold, man. Take him to the yards. He'll hang out with him. Yeah. So anyway, it's just it is what it is. But and there's a lot more than that. There's free agents. Did we do enough to surround Trevor with the right people this year? The answer right now appears to be no.
The biggest stat I think that is leading to the angst over the quarterback outside of his play, and then we'll know for sure. But it's this pressure rate deal is real.
Yeah.
Like every year they get to him in some cases almost a half second faster than any other quarterback in the league. He consistently has, it's always the bad quarterbacks.
I want to say this because I've noticed this, Jeff, and I get it. But if we're statistics, at some point we all have to trust our eyes. And we get these statistics, and at some point you got to flush those things out and just say, okay, how's the kid playing? Is he playing good? Is he playing bad? Is he doing the right things? And while the coaches and the players in the organization know a little bit more, like, oh, the ball should have went here, he should have checked this, that happened, we can all trust our eyes and watch and kind of get a feel for what's going on. And we understand it. Because there's a stat for everything. You can take stats and use stats to shape your argument, but I can come back with a million more stats that go against. So here's the whole deal. Trevor's got to play better, man. And he knows it, and we know it.
Of course.
But what's disappointing, even more so, and E, I want you to chime in on this, but what's even more disappointing is we said that at the beginning of this year. We're 3 games in, and he played a good half against the Dolphins, and that's it.
Other parts of the offense that need to improve have it, and you could argue in some cases are worse. Right now, through 3 games, our receiving core much worse than it was a year ago.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk has disappeared.
All right.
And our O-line is worse.
Go ahead, E.
I don't want to, again.
Like, I don't know, because we were expecting Trev to come in, and although we were on a bad team, we were hoping that he was going to make the team better. But he's not that guy. He's not that guy to rise above and make the team better. At least he hasn't shown
Doesn't
it
make him worse, but he hasn't made him better.
Correct.
That's probably the best way to say what we've seen to this point.
How about this? Again, along the stat line, Brian Thomas Jr. ranks first in the NFL in route win rate.
Okay.
Okay, well, that means he's open.
Yeah, and if Trevor's already running this way for his life,
right?
Because Von Miller's tackling him, who cares?
A big part of it.
We're not. Again, I don't know. I
know, but Jeff, the interception, man, he had a perfect pocket.
I get it. That was a bad throw.
Yeesh.
Again, he's to a point. He's got to be perfect.
Breaking news: we've got, there's a lot of great meteorologists in the world. The chief is the guy I rely on. That'd be Mike Burrish, but we can't afford Mike Burrish here on the drill. So we hired Ox years ago. Whenever there's a storm, he's tracking it. So he's got the latest right now. We got to go to the Ox Guggen. Good morning, Guggen.
We reached that point again, boys.
What do we got?
We got Becker headed over to the sip and go. He's going to fill up the old storm tracker.
Uh-oh.
Because, the boys will be driving out to Lake City tomorrow. They'll be putting on their gloves and their masks and their goggles headed out to Lake City.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a branch that falls over there. Listen, I have a plea right now.
Ox, can I ask you a question?
St. Johns County. Let me get my plea out.
Okay.
I need a plea.
Okay, plea.
Leaders of St. Johns County, do not be like these other sissy counties and close the damn schools. They're saying, we need a shelter tomorrow. Who the hell needs a shelter? We're going to get 2 inches of rain. We have reached levels of stupidity that are legendary. We're shutting down school for Thursday and Friday for 2 inches of rain over here. If I was in the Panhandle, sure.
Yeah.
But we are 4 hours away from where that storm's going to come.
You're telling me
they're closing schools tomorrow and Friday.
We got schools are closed tomorrow and Friday?
Duval County, Thursday and Friday, closed. Clay County, Thursday and Friday. If I was in Columbia County, sure, that's close enough that as the storm moves.
Okay.
But the storm ain't moving 200 miles to the east.
Okay.
Okay, we are on the East Coast. The storm is in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to have Burrish with his sleeves rolled up.
Yes.
Acting a fool.
No.
And we're going to talk about dune inundation.
Don't you say that about my chief.
The Jaguars are bad. The Gators are bad. I don't need this hurricane right now, okay?
Ox, what about the fact that the ground is saturated from all the rain we've had and we're concerned?
It's been we haven't had rain here in like a week and a half. We're going to get 2 inches of rain. It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it at all.
Okay.
If you're a snake and you live in a hole in the ground, then you may be concerned.
Well, one thing is absolutely true. You are in no extra danger this weekend. That's almost disingenuous to present it as if you were, and that's fair.
We're going to have shelters open, Jeff. Shelters.
That's silly.
What's the word on
St. I should go over to the shelters. I should go over to the shelters and verbally harass those people.
What's the word on St. Johns County? The schools are closed there too, or we don't know yet?
No, we're standing strong. We're standing firm.
Okay.
I'm just pleading with the leaders of St. Johns County to not fall into this trap.
I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. UNF closed Thursday, Friday. I was kind of hoping for Wednesday too.
Yeah, you got to put some boards on the windows there and
stay ahead
in
of
the bay.
Well, did you get your sandbags, Ox?
No. I saw they were giving them out. They were giving them out in St. Johns County. If you live at the fort, then okay. That area is going to flood.
Okay.
But if you're not at the fort and you don't live in the sand dunes,
okay. There he goes.
The weather, the FCC got him.
Yeah.
They've had enough of their baby.
Just got him.
Weather, being being banged on like that.
That was shocking.
So the FCC finally said, "Hey, look, man,
Ox, that wasn't us. That was I don't know what happened."
The FCC says, "Hey, man, this weather's serious."
Oh, we got to take a break. This is the drill.
Shut him down.
It's
a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday on the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, anytime. I'm here for my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for, 20 plus years. And he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of medicine, concierge medicine. I sure am going with him. Why? Because, when you deal with the normal doc, you need an appointment and they can get you in a month. You're not feeling well. Now with Doc T, now with concierge medicine, they'll get you in right away. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week. Think of it like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Rick Townsend's one of the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, or hospital follow-ups, you name it, Doc T has you covered. Find out how you can take away your health worries at mypvconcierge.com. That's mypvconcierge.com.
It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners continue to bet and win big with MyBookie. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, those folks are still running the double deposit bonus. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL. We have a huge week starting with college and NFL games Thursday night. Get signed up now for Virginia Tech traveling to Miami. The Hurricanes are a 17-point favorite with an over-under of 55.5 points at MyBookie. With the way the Hurricanes have been scoring, covering that spread looks like a no-brainer. And how about Thursday night football divisional matchup? The Cowboys traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are a 4.5-point home underdog. If you think the Giants will keep it close, take those 4.5 points. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing back the double deposit bonus. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before even placing a bet. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1-mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at MacKenziesRun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. MacKenziesRun.org.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. It's something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen and help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
It's a scary time of year.
Especially for North Florida jewelry stores. It's a buy one, get one free on wedding bands. Happening now through Halloween.
At the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my take on the Weekend with Dan. Find it on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan, brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
This is Hayes Carlion for Skylife Elite. Have you ever thought about aircraft ownership as another potential revenue stream and as a tool for tax savings? Put your tax money to work for you while enjoying the benefits of private personal travel. Skylife Elite has over a decade of experience in business aviation and can guide you through the process with their expert staff. Call my friends over at Skylife Elite at 490-9332 or find them at flyskylife.com to get the rundown on everything owning an airplane can do for you.
If you're about to order a floral arrangement for someone you love, then take it from me, 1010XL's JJ LaSalva. Use Kuhn Flowers. That's right, Kuhn Flowers. For over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers gets it done right.
Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to come out and experience one of the most beautiful and unique golf courses in North Florida. Affordable golf, friendly service, and great times in the Hills Grill after play. Book your tee time, hiddenhillsgc.com.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Despite reports to the contrary, Jag head coach Doug Peterson insists he has the support of team owner Shad Khan.
Yeah, we've had great conversations, before and after football games, and he's very supportive, been supportive, continues to be supportive of what we're doing.
The Jag head coach says there won't be many changes forthcoming as a result of having played on Monday night.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the first thing we got to consider is obviously injury for a short week. That plays into personnel, and that plays into who can be available for this football game.
Jag safety Andre Sisco is trying to understand the why of what's going wrong.
And so it's hard to understand why this is happening. Just waiting to see what it is to learn, obviously beyond the film.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the show. Hanging out here on a Hump Day Wednesday. A lot of talk about Trevor this morning, and obviously there are a lot of other things that need to be fixed. And I just want him to play better, and I'll be happy. I want to start winning football games, and I'll be happy. But at these times, you got to rely on your guys. Doug Peterson's got to step up, right?
They need some leadership down there.
Trevor's got to step up. Josh Hines-Allen's got to step up. Trayvon Walker's got to step up. Foy won't be stepping up. He's got plantar fasciitis, and he ain't playing this weekend, which is not
huge
good.
blow. They're going to get you guys understand they're about to get road graded again.
I know, because here's the deal. We played man-to-man defense. We played man-to-man defense against a average receiving core, and it did not look good. Well, I don't know Jarian Jones' situation. I think he'll be able to play, but he's got a shoulder. We're missing Tyson Campbell. Darnell Savage, hopefully he'll be back, but that's not going to make a difference against Houston, who has an elite receiving core. If you saw any of the preseason lists, the Houston Texans have one of the top 5 receiving cores in the NFL. I think we all agree with that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and they're, by the way,
where would you put Jacksonville's receiving core?
The way they're playing or preseason?
Both.
The way they're playing,
either one. They've got a rookie. They've got a guy averaging 40 catches a year, and they've got a guy who didn't play the whole second half of last year and has not shown up yet.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, 29. Well, 27. I mean, I don't want to go down rosters.
Now let me say this about
I guess the point is we can just make a dive at every single aspect of the football team. It's just been miserable.
Correct.
Everything that we've counted on and not counted on.
We did our More with Dan yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah, we did.
And here's the question that I proposed to you, Jeff Prosser. Who's playing well?
I know.
For the
exactly.
Jags.
No, we had this yesterday. You couldn't come up with one.
Yeah, you can't come up with one. I wanted to say this, too. It's not like Houston's been world beaters, by the way. 29-27, they won at Indy. They beat the Bears by 6 points, 19-13, and then they got boat raced by the Vikings. They played a good team, and they lost. They're not playing that well.
You think?
Well,
I mean,
go
we can't
beat 'em.
catch them.
Go
I'm not
beat
going to sit
'em.
here and tell it, go beat them my rear end. Not buying. Not buying in. I hope they win. No part of me thinks they're winning this week.
What do you think the spread is? Or have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. I'd say it's
10.
No, it's not quite that much.
Yeah.
6.5.
7. -7.
Yeah. I would take it. I'd play Houston all day long and count
Yeah.
my money.
Yeah.
I am not believing anything that comes out of down there. They've lost the team. They're a mess. This isn't getting better. We're not turning this around.
We're not turning this around?
No.
You don't think? Let me ask you a
No,
question.
the offensive line is not changing. They're terrible. They can't protect. They can't open plays. Our defense is average at best.
Mm-hmm.
We're pressed to the max on salary, on average talent, from quarterback to rush in. There's nothing going to come change this.
Well, the schedule's going to soften up after
I guess. What? 0-4 against your common opponents isn't soft enough? I mean, the two teams we've lost to are 0-4. How easy you need the schedule to be?
We got the Colts, the Bears, and New England.
Loss, if you ask me. New England beat Cincinnati. The Bears have a win. Who did we beat again?
We haven't won yet.
That's correct. We haven't won, and 2 of our losses are against teams that are 0-4 outside of the freebie on the schedule.
All right, he's emotional. Let me ask you a question.
Well, I'm speaking truth here. I don't know what the hell planet y'all are on.
What if the Jags were suddenly 3-4?
I would be surprised. I'd love it.
Yeah.
Would love it, but I'd be surprised. Where are we going to get 3 and 4 from?
Well, let's say we beat Indy, Chicago, New England. We're not capable of winning those.
It's definitely doable.
All right, so let's say we're 3-4.
Doable? Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Chicago,
doable. Yeah,
Indy.
sure, it's doable. I mean, it's all doable. Beating Buffalo is doable, y'all told me.
Danny's being emotional.
I'm not being emotional. Y'all are just disconnected from reality.
You don't think that we could beat Indy?
Chicago and New England?
Indy,
we beat at home.
Sorry, I'm still on, I don't know what game y'all are playing. We need to look at the next series. And y'all talking about games and weeks from now. We play Sunday at Houston, and here's where we stand. Boat racing. Boat racing coming. Why? Team dysfunction. Team point finger. Team stink.
Oh, you wanted to say the other one.
I'm not going to do it.
Thank you.
He know what he's doing.
It's team stink, man.
Hey,
we're team stink, and a bunch of loser-ass excuses down there. This whiny, mamby-pamby rationalizations. We don't man up when it comes to winning time. End of the day, it's a gladiator sport, and we ain't got gladiators. We ain't got them. And Caesar's fat and happy.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Beat Houston. What the hell are y'all smoking?
We could go undefeated in the division.
Sure,
still,
we can. Yeah. No, I don't. Prove me wrong. Again, I'm perfectly willing to come back on Monday and say, okay, that was good. And then you know what will happen the next Sunday? You better show me. I'm not buying anything, Dan, until we come home from London 4-3.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let's say by some miracle, according to you, we were 3-4. All right. This is the next quarter of the schedule. Okay. E, you can chime in too. How do we do against Green Bay at Philly, Minnesota, and at Detroit?
Green Bay
at Philly.
Okay.
Minnesota at Detroit.
1-3.
1-3.
Yeah. First of all, you can play the game on the surface of the moon. Our home field advantage is about that of Vanderbilt, Dan.
Oh dear.
I mean, good Lord, we do everything but sacrifice our spouses to the opponent.
Oh dear.
I mean, seriously, everyone beats us here. I mean, It's a freaking vacation trip. So, yeah, okay, 1-3, I'd say.
Yeah, we are a stat game.
So, there you go. That's 6, and what's that make us, 4-8?
It'd be 4-7.
Yeah, right where you got them. That's the one good year we had started at 4-7. So, there you go.
Then we get hot.
Yeah, 8-3 didn't work. Let's go back to 4-7.
Oh, boy. 4-7 would be a godsend at this point.
I got a guy on the text line that thinks it's important for the shelters to be open in St. Johns County. He told me I was a moron because people coming over from the Gulf Coast were, that's what they're going to do. They're going to evacuate to St. Johns County from the Gulf. Yeah, that makes sense. What? You hear you people? They argue just to argue. Ox is a moron because he wants schools, because he... You people, man. Open your house there, Mr. Generous. Do that.
Why are they getting on Ox?
Because
what Ox do?
Ox is a moron for complaining about the weather.
Ox is our paid
for
weatherman
correctly
of the
pointing
drill.
out that the First Coast is not under danger. And then when that is, of course, proven as fact, now it's, well, we got to have the schools closed for shelters for the Gulf Coast residents who are going to be coming this way in mass. That's what, you're going to be driving right through the storm in Tally so they could get to the shelters on the First Coast. Do you even hear yourself?
All right, I got a pop quiz here. I got to calm him down here a little bit, although I do enjoy it. He's mad about the weather and the Jags. Good thing we're not talking Gators.
Oh, dear.
Good thing the Braves won last night, huh?
Oh, man.
What if the Braves
shoulder
lost?
pads
That would be enough. I had enough. Reached one boiling point.
This is for you and for our friend E to the T. There are 5 college football teams to start 3-0 in each of the past 4 seasons. There are 5 college football teams to start 3-0 in each of the past 4 seasons. Can you name them? 5 college football teams 3-0 each of the last 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
24, 23, 22, and 21.
Gotta go with the obvious.
Okay, who's that?
No. Kansas City will lose. They lost to Buffalo first game last year.
College.
Sorry. All right. Never mind then. Georgia hadn't lost it forever. It's got to be them.
Yep.
Georgia is one of them.
I mean, you want to go with the at the top, it's going to be Ohio State or Michigan. I mean, one or two or both. I'm trying to think of Ohio State. One of those teams, didn't they lose to Texas or how long ago? How many years? 3?
4 years. I would say don't go down that tree.
All right, 3-0. All right, let's go back to the SEC. Let's go to
Let's go to the SEC.
Yeah. Is they all
What
from
about-
the SEC?
No.
What about Bama, Jeffrey?
Yeah, Bama.
Not Bama.
They lost to Texas in the first 3?
Last year.
That was in the first 3,
Had to
though.
be.
Yeah. I didn't think it was. I thought that was week 4. All right, let's go Missouri.
No.
I don't know.
Lane's guys.
I don't know. Ole Miss.
Lane's guys
Okay.
did. Penn State did.
Yeah, it sounds like James Franklin.
Oklahoma did. And Rutgers.
Was Oklahoma 3-0 before Tennessee? Okay.
By the way.
Yeah, Rutgers you would not get.
When we come back, let's talk about this a little bit. I saw a story about Lane. There's a lot with Lane Kiffin. You know, Florida's going to have to – maybe at Ole Miss they look the other way. He's an interesting dude.
I saw his post yesterday. He blue heart loved
and he did
a tweet about him coming to Gainesville. Did you see that?
No, he has great fun.
Yeah.
But he's a different character,
No,
man.
that's what he does. He could be trolling you and never intend on coming.
Lane's lady friend, Lane's divorced from John Reeves' daughter, Layla.
Yeah.
They had 3 kids together.
And by the way,
one of them goes to Ole Miss. If
Lane doesn't want the job,
yeah,
I'll take Layla Kiffin over Billy Napier.
Okay.
I'll prop up Monty Kiffin's casket on the sideline and it'll outcoach Billy.
I don't know if we should do that, but
okay.
Lane's lady friend is a graduate of Ole Miss, a class of 2019.
Who is?
Lane's girlfriend.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that. He's been posting a lot with her.
Class of 2019. She's a sorority girl 3 years ago.
Well, I mean, she was a mature sorority girl.
A lot to unpack.
She
with
was the drinking age. You could go out to restaurants and bars, even then, even when it started. So 2019 was 5 years, so she's 25 then probably, 26, 27.
Maybe 27, 28. Maybe she started late.
Yeah.
Maybe she did a year in Europe.
Well, no, I don't know what how old is Lane Kiffin anyway? What are we talking, 45, 50? Not 50 yet, is he? Or is he?
I think he probably
is. He's got that young, he's probably older than he looks. Probably,
49.
Yeah, not even 50.
Yeah.
Still winning football. Life's good for a little Lane train these days, isn't it? Boy, you want to talk about a guy who completely turned it around. I think it helped him that he never cared. Yeah. He never gave 2 bleeps about what everyone was saying about him and whether he's a failure.
I think he did early on, but I think he learned. I think Nick Saban helped him a lot.
This dude got a couple of hell of firings now. The Raiders did it, and it's like in the parking lot, didn't they?
Tell you what I love. You know what I love about Lane Kiffin? When he throws that clipboard way in the air when they hits a play.
Yeah. Like before it happens.
Like he sees it and he knows it's going to hit, and that clipboard goes flying up in celebration. We're going to celebrate with Murph and more coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get the coach's perspective.
Constant improvement, every day, every week.
Doug Peterson joins the Frangie Show Fridays at 4:05.
Build that championship culture.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. We call it Prize Picks. All you got to do is pick more or less. You can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player stat projections. Man, watch the money roll in right now. Throughout September, 1 Caleb Williams passing yard gets you 1 win on Prize Picks. You only got to get 1 more and you're a winner. And when my picks hit, which they usually do, you can get your money as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Make Sunday fun day like I do by playing Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code JAX. That's JAX. Get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to play $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bold City AC, keeping you cool.
Feeling the heat, Jacksonville? Cool down with Bold City Heating and Air. From repairs to energy-efficient installs, we do it all. Your system worked hard all summer long to keep you cool. Give it a spa day. Schedule a system tune-up. Call Bold City Heating and Air today and experience the bold difference.
Bold City AC, keeping you cool. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. It's not just about relaxing. Fishing can be exciting.
That's a big fish in the box right there.
Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Veterans Wholesale Cabinets.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010 AM.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
My name is Brian. I've lost 42 pounds on Awaken 180. I had a triple bypass in 2018. I had a hip replacement 2.5 years ago. My focus was just getting healthy and being consistent. With this plan, once you establish yourself, if I decide to cheat, I can cheat. I'm burning enough calories a day. I don't have any fear. It's not really a diet. It's a lifestyle change. It changed my perspective on how to eat better and just kind of control yourself. And I hope what this does, I hope it enables somebody in their 60s that has poor health and no hope, that gives them hope. That's my goal.
Wow. Thank you so much, Brian. Hey, this is Matt Hayes, and Brian sharing his Awaken 180 story is the exact reason I continue to share my story with all of you. There's hope, there's a plan, and you will succeed with Awaken 180. Online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Homeowners, listen up. The Fed is taking action, lowering rates for the first time in years, and Loan Pronto has followed suit, lowering mortgage rates big time. Prosser here. That means this is the best chance in 2 years to do a cash-out refi and unlock all that equity at an amazing rate. Loan Pronto has fixed loans under 5% APR, the lowest in 2 years. You can get a fast refi and get $50,000 to $75,000, even $100,000 in cash. Use it to pay off all your credit cards, personal loans, car loans. You'll end up with one payment each month. And for most homeowners, they save over $850 every month. If you want to keep your original mortgage intact, ask about the Loan Pronto Express Equity Line of Credit. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. So call now. Get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Advanced Business Solutions. As Georgia prepares to face Alabama, the Dogs head coach Kirby Smart expressed support of his quarterback, Jacksonville native Carson Bagg.
I've seen a lot of Carson to know that he's in a good headspace. He's a really good quarterback. Got a lot of confidence in him.
This week marks the halfway point in the season for multiple schools around the First Coast. The slate of high school football games on the Friday schedule for Week 6 includes Bowles hosting Baldwin, First Coast at Mandarin, Riverside at Rains, and Bishop Kenny at Parker. All games are subject to change due to Hurricane Helene. The Florida Gators and UCF Knights are scheduled for a 7:45 kickoff on October 5th, airing on the SEC network. It was announced on Monday. Florida leads the overall series at 2-1 with a 2-0 mark in Gainesville. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:03, it's 79 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Oh, yeah, 9:04, the Murphy Power Hour. We got a lot to cover. Jeff's losing his mind over there. It's because of the weather.
I'm fine, man.
He's upset about it. He wants some answers on the weather. I kind of hope they try.
I just get frustrated.
I kind of hope we try to play today.
I don't care about the weather.
Sale goes about 2, then we get a big 2-hour delay.
The weather thing's wrong.
Bring
what would
the
you do as a
bullpen guy
player?
in.
I mean, what would you want to have been done?
I heard you talking
You're
about
in
can
the
they run a
series.
double dip tomorrow?
I hate that, but
Well,
I'm
not tomorrow.
asking you.
Tomorrow's worse than today,
Well,
right?
They can't do anything in Atlanta, Georgia. Nothing is going to be played there in the last 2 days. I don't know why Major League Baseball suddenly, we need to open shelters in Jacksonville, Florida, but they can't understand that rain's coming to Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, it's clear as it's 100% chance of rain from about 1 o'clock today until 6 o'clock Friday.
Okay.
So get in a plane and get somewhere.
So the Monday built-in day.
That's going to happen,
Double
which
dip.
sucks. Yeah. I mean, it's great for y'all. Yeah, we lose our whole home field advantage in the last series of the year. So, sure.
Well,
all these options are great.
You would have it Monday.
It'll come out Monday.
There's no get. Well, what about today? You're going to doubleheader Monday then, I guess, because that's the only option.
It'd have to be.
Yeah, if it's to get to the postseason,
you would rather not fly. That's my point. Why are we?
Leave. I wouldn't want to. I don't think I want to leave.
You don't want to play the games on schedule. Well, I do, and I'll speak for the Braves and whoever players are in their locker room. I bet they do. Because our pitching is screwed. We've been screwed all year long at every angle, and now we're down to a series that we do our part and win game 1, and the weather gods, little G, say, that's all right. Screw you.
All right. Well, you're 1 game back now.
You're not missing my point. I want to play baseball on schedule because then after that, and you know this, there's a postseason.
Yeah.
Well, what I like is I think they got 3 with Kansas City. So if we rain out these 2 days, you go with Sale in Kansas City.
Of course you do. You go with whoever's ready.
You got to
win ball games.
Yeah.
Because Kansas City's trying to win them.
Yeah.
You know that much.
So that part would be an advantage for the Metropolitans, which I would take at this point because I was very disappointed. It's never easy, man. You can't win every game, and it's not. It wasn't Atlanta. It wasn't anything. The kid, Schmegerback, whatever his name is, pitched good for him. And we didn't hit, and Louis didn't have it.
Yeah, he wasn't. It didn't seem like he gave it up. He just wasn't
3 little
as sharp
duck
as,
farts,
yeah.
man. I mean, it happens. It's bad, and then they make a bad play. They collide and throw the ball away.
That.
And
Catcher shouldn't have been there for that.
Oh,
Francisco,
Alvy, come
get out
on,
of the way
man.
there.
But again, everything's magnified in the importance of the baseball game, and it's the fact that we're in Atlanta where it doesn't matter if we're in Atlanta or if we're in New York. We're generally the nail, and they're the hammer. Until we figure out how to beat those guys, it is what it is. So, but Arizona did us a big lift in my spirits last night. San Diego winning is good because San Diego in the back of the mind thinking we can catch these Dodgers, and we got 3 left with Arizona. And San Diego's probably playing the best of anybody.
Looked like it.
You know,
they're like 8-2 in their last 10, I think.
They turned a heck of a triple play to end the game.
So doubleheader
with
Monday.
Ohtani on deck.
As a player coming down the stretch.
Now this hasn't been announced yet.
No,
but
I'm
you're just saying.
No, well,
yeah.
Regardless, you have 3 options. We can go play on schedule, or you can play there's 2 options. Or play a doubleheader on Monday. You choose the doubleheader on Monday. That's how you'd like to do it.
I guess
as a player,
So you're trying to go to like Dallas.
Dallas is where they'll go. I mean, that's where they've always gone. This is not completely unusual.
Man.
Hurricanes have sent the Astros to Dallas 3 times in the last 5 years.
You know what? We did one of those.
You did too?
Well, in Houston, it got evacuated. And
right.
So we played.
So you were one of those then.
We played by ourselves in Houston.
That's right.
Against them. It's unpleasant. Like I'd rather.
But in Dallas, it would be. I mean, it wouldn't be full, but there'd be fans. I'm sure. Or no.
Yeah,
they go to that.
A couple of them, I think.
If you open the doors,
yeah,
why
I think
not?
they'll come,
Yeah.
but not like they will in Atlanta.
Has anyone even mentioned this Dallas, or is this just Jeff Prosser's solution? I mean, I'm just curious. I hadn't seen anything.
No,
about it.
no, it's not. That's why we do what we do. I mean,
that's fine.
That's what it will be. There is I'm looking at. I guess I'm the only one that realizes the season ends Sunday. We got 5 games to go, and there's only 3 days left.
Yeah. Well,
so there have to be options, and one of the options is not. And the worst thing is, what I don't want to see, trot out there in the rain for 3 hours tonight, pitch 2.5 innings, and then get it called.
What they would probably do to ensure it got in would be do something Monday if it was like to.
But it had to be a doubleheader.
Yeah, but a doubleheader, but somewhere.
Yeah. Back to what would you want to do? And there's no wrong answer here.
Yeah.
I think you guys know what I want to do. As a player, I'm curious on your perspective. It's much better than mine.
Now, believing and thinking that the atmosphere in a neutral site is not going to be worthy of like getting into the postseason, what was going on in Atlanta, I'd rather wait for the doubleheader Monday.
Yeah.
And plus, like, I don't know.
But if a Met, when you rather go not have the atmosphere, why would any New York Met not want to go to Dallas to finish this series?
I don't think the Mets mind. I don't think teams mind playing. I think it's.
Yeah, when
I
you
think
want
you get
to,
juiced
though.
up on the road when they're.
I'm surprised that it's not 1,000 degrees the other direction.
Yeah, I like it. I like the atmosphere, just in general.
Yeah.
I like to win and guarantee that I'm moving on, and easiest path that takes me there, and not playing in Atlanta, a place that's won like a million times.
Can we give a tip of the cap to the Houston Astros?
Yeah, 10 games back.
What a franchise, man.
10 games back.
7 of 8,
and they're missing a lot of
4
guys
in a
too.
row.
Pitching and
Division titles, 7 of 8, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, just
every bit of it.
I mean, you got to.
And they also have a way of beating those upstart division teams that are trying to catch them. They run them down and beat them. They're kind of like what the Braves have done with the Phillies and Mets regular season.
Yeah, they don't just go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they go to the World Series.
6 straight
ALCSs.
Is it 6 straight? I think it's 6 straight ALCSs, at least 5. Mm-hmm. I mean, so they make noise in the postseason. So we'll see. I don't know. Are they capable of going to representing the American League?
I think it's open enough that they're certainly capable. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's not a runaway team. I don't really see runaway pitching staffs.
No.
And
It's
nobody really stacks it up.
Have the Orioles beaten the Yankees most of this year? Like, I think they have. I'm going to double check, but I was just wondering, like, is that the one club that, because the Orioles have played really just 500 baseball here for most of the a lot of the second half. And so I'm just wondering, let me look, I got it right here.
See Jackson Holiday just
Baltimore
set up in the own part of the locker room there with his sparkling water, and only 20 can't drink with the boys.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They were popping bottles.
Baltimore 7-4 on the Yankees, so it's not bad. They got another couple left, so they can still get 7-6.
Baseball too, like his teammates put like dinosaur stickers up, decorated it like a toddler's room,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And then also,
I bet he was drunk by one though. That's good.
And then also the Tigers, man.
Yeah, they've been.
Scooble won again yesterday.
Yeah,
July 4th.
He's side up the side.
Well, it feels like they're all just like no brainer done, don't they?
And then
Minnesota
the
awards.
Like they're, and a lot of times you wonder where it's going to go.
What do we got? Judge
Shohei, Ohtani,
Scooble, your guy,
Scooble, and Sale.
Yeah.
Not even like with. No one really close.
No, I mean the guy's 18-4 with a 2.39. I mean,
and then
Sale's
18-3 with a 2.36.
Yeah, I'd fight for the Cleveland guy, but I can't with this overwhelming starter.
Well, especially I tell you what happened for Scooble, and I wonder, but if the Tigers had stayed on their pace and finished 75 and 81 or whatever, would he be the Cy Young winner? But them and him winning these games down the stretch while they chase down a spot. Is going to completely cement it. Yeah.
They were putting it sounded like they were going to pull them down.
Yeah. And the Twins have
and Kansas City, I think both have not played
Kansas City's still they're tied for second in the wild card.
Yeah.
Minnesota's out.
Yeah, they've let Seattle back in as well too, but
they lost to Houston
last night.
I think they're old. I think it's Kansas City, Detroit. I don't know who plays Minnesota. Maybe one of them played Minnesota where they'd have to sweep them or something.
What's the highest RBI season that you personally remember?
Gonzalez in Texas had a big
154 or something. What is? I'm trying to think. Like modern day, what's the most runs been knocked in by a guy?
That's my guess. I don't know.
Judge had 139. He'll probably get about 145 this year. Boy, that's a monster year, and he missed some time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's full.
I know the record. Wasn't Hack Wilson the record?
Yeah.
That's what sticks in my head.
That's at 190 maybe or something like that?
I was thinking 190-ish.
191.
191. That's the all-time record.
Yeah.
And what's the most recent, I guess? Do we know? Do we have the list of RBI seasons?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like Ryan Howard had some big RBI seasons.
I think you're right.
I just wonder what the number is. That 139 kind of jumped out at me. That seemed like an
Miguel
awful lot.
Tejada in 04 drove in 150.
Okay, 150. They could get to that.
A-Rod drove in 156 in 07.
That's okay.
I
mean, I'm just wondering if there's been an RBI game pace. That's unbelievable. In 156, he probably only played 156, right?
Yeah, those are
certainly,
Poppy had a 148 and a 137.
So Judge's 139. Let's just say he picks up another 4 or 5. He's get to mid 140s this year. That is a power year. And Shohei, who's had a dominant year, only has 123 only.
How about this one? 2018, Chris Davis with a K, 123.
And then he fell apart the next year. Was that his 44 homer year or whatever? 50 homers?
This is the
Chris Davis with the
no.
Yeah, he was with Milwaukee.
Oh, that's I missed the K part.
Yeah.
You're not talking about the first baseman. What happened to Chris Davis with the K?
He hit the same average like 5 years in a row, if I remember. Something weird,
230-ish or so.
Those are American League
Keep him in the league for years now, but back then it drove you out.
Yeah, he ended up kind of disappearing, even though
Sammy
he was
Sosa
hitting
had
homers.
160 one year.
It's hard to get used to looking at lineups every day and just seeing a bunch of 238, 241, 227.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
just
different
accepted.
game.
Yeah.
Ryan Howard in 06, 149, in 08, 146.
Yeah. All right.
David had 124.
Dang, I didn't know
1 year.
that would have been, 06?
What did Olsen have
08.
last year?
08.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Last year, Olsen had 139.
Yeah, he had a bunch. Yeah, 139.
Pete had 118, and he missed a month. But Pete actually had 131 and 22 and 118 last year.
He's been a terrific power hitter.
Yeah.
I was watching them. They kept giving him his final farewells at the game the other night. Is he definitely gone?
No, I don't think so.
No. Do you think he'll stay?
Yeah, actually do.
Does he want to stay? He's not a money
wants
thing.
to stay.
Would he dare take less? He has Boris, doesn't he?
I don't think he's going to have to take less. I think probably his best offer will be
him.
New York.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's take a break and come
back.
back.
Does that include a big offer to the outfielder
Soto
from across town?
Yeah, definitely.
They'll take them both?
They'll offer him, certainly. They'll offer him first.
Would you do that? Let me ask you this real quick, and then we'll take a break because I want to talk football with Murph. But would you do this if I were the Mets or any team, and I know that I can make the biggest offer to you? Can I give you a deadline date though? Can you say, hey, listen, we really want you, but I don't want to get caught with my pants down if you decide you're going to take less money. I'm going to give you more money, Daniel.
Right.
I'm going to give you the most money. Okay, but I want to know that you want to be here. So can we make a deadline? Can we agree a deadline date of December, 15th or whatever?
I mean, you can ask for anything.
I know, but would a player? I mean, I know you're milking it. I know you're playing the game.
Boris is not going to do it. He's just going to. Yeah, he's just going to take the deadline. And
I just don't want to get
jack up the prices more.
No, I don't mind that. I just don't want to be totally zeroed in on Soto and then say, well, we offered him more, but he wanted to end up staying with the Yanks.
Yeah. Well, then also and
then I didn't sign this guy.
The
and this
other players are missing out as well.
I like the deadline date idea.
Yeah. Well, the owners keep trying to put a deadline on.
And by the way, if it's not good enough, if the $600 million that I'm offering you for 10 years ain't going to work, God bless you. I'll go sign Alonso and Fried and
while they're
somebody
still out
else.
there.
Yeah, before they go.
Can I throw a slight jab into Shohei's slight years better than everyone?
Yeah.
Based in part because of this offense-only season?
You two, yeah. You and Murph won't give me.
Well, you tell me.
Better than his
you
peers
tell me. All right, here's the season. All right, you ready, Murph? 337. Player A, 337. Player B, 297.
Yeah.
Player A, 1.012 OPS. Player B, 1.013 OPS. Player 1, 4173. Player 2, 5252. Player 1 is just as good as player 2.
Yeah.
He's hit 40 points higher. His OPS is .001 lower. He has 11 fewer homers and 20 more steals. That's Acuna versus Ohtani, and there's no difference.
Really?
It's Acuna last year.
Okay, this season.
337, 1012, 4173. This year, Ohtani, the most unbelievable season I've ever seen. 297, 1013, 5252.
This is the drill.
If you're on the prowl for exclusive updates and insight, get your fill on Jaguars Today.
I like it. I like it.
With Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony, 10 to noon weekdays.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at
1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now at Hodges Mazda, drive off in the perfect SUV. Lauren Brooks here. Take advantage of 0.9% APR for 60 months on the 2024 Mazda CX-50 and 2024 Mazda CX-90. Both expertly blend rugged capability with refined luxury, offering versatile performance and sophisticated design to fit your lifestyle. Plus, with 2 years of free maintenance and our non-commissioned sales team putting your best interests first, it's an offer you don't want to miss. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. Terms and fees for qualified applicants expire September 30th, 2024.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started. Shane, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here. It's people like the Hickens. No job too big, too small. I'll give you an example of both. We've done a major renovation at our house. We use Lockhart Construction. My son needed his front door fixed. We use Lockhart Construction. Whatever you need, their family will give your family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. If you have a construction need, idea, or remodel thought, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. That's how he works. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865. That's 994-3865.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reach Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing on their CFNA card, plus $50 off your next service. Frank Frangie here. With no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to take care of your vehicle. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, their skilled technicians have you covered. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to learn more and schedule an appointment at one of their 5 locations. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T, and our listeners continue to bet and win big with MyBookie. If you haven't bet with MyBookie yet, those folks are still running the double deposit bonus. Just sign up using promo code 1010XL. We have a huge week starting with college and NFL games Thursday night. Get signed up now for Virginia Tech traveling to Miami. The Hurricanes are a 17-point favorite with an over-under of 55.5 points at MyBookie. With the way the Hurricanes been scoring, covering that spread looks like a no-brainer. And how about Thursday night football divisional matchup? The Cowboys traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are a 4.5-point home underdog. If you think the Giants will keep it close, take those 4.5 points. For a limited time, MyBookie is bringing back the double deposit bonus. Use promo code 1010XL to claim that bonus on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with promo code 1010XL before even placing a bet. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's that? Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Welcome to ABS Advanced Business Solutions, your local print management partner, and home to Xerox and HP copiers.
Advanced Business Solutions.
GoABSinc.com.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband and wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and it is hot out there. You know that, Greg. But Honda has a plan for you on or off the road.
They do. There's a ton of Honda scooters, Honda mini motos, great for the beach. Also get you out in the woods with a Honda side-by-side. Plenty to do and stay cool.
Yeah, four-wheelers, and you can trick them out.
We can. From stereo systems to big builds, we do it all.
Everything's there for you to see. CyclesofJacksonville.com online or on Atlantic near Regency. Check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, we're hanging with Murph, who's one of our disappointed Jaguar fans. You've heard all the scuttlebutt, all the talk. Where are you in the disappointed world of Jacksonville Jaguar football? Again, I didn't see that coming Monday night. Not like that.
Oh,
not
no,
like that.
Not like that. If I had to pick a laugher, I would have picked it Buffalo over the Jaguars with the way we had played against Cleveland. I was very just so disappointed that it felt like the game not snuck up on us. But okay, so I was saying this. We have a saying in baseball: you can't win a ball game in the first inning, but you can lose it.
Right.
And only to say I took from that was, you never know when the biggest play in the game for you might come.
Correct.
It might be 2 pitches into the ball game, and I was sitting in the locker room 15 minutes ago, and it might be the play that is the biggest one in the game. And not to say it was, but only to say that we didn't make any plays, but more than that, it feels like we're not in the proper places to even make plays. And so, like on the 4th down, what is Shakir?
Mm-hmm.
He comes in motion.
Yeah.
And then they send him back out to the left.
We're in man.
And our fella.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been there before. I've tackled my fair share of ground. He just keeps running the other direction.
He doesn't change back, so he's wide open.
It's not that we didn't make the play. Yeah. It's like we weren't even there. And then you look and you see the false starts and you see the illegal formations. And I see us go to put someone in motion and one of the guys on the line telling somebody else where he's supposed to stand with his arm.
It feels like the coaching mistakes are coming into a play as much of in-game mess-ups. It's like they're not prepared. It's like they have, as coaches, you have to be pretty confident that your guys are comfortable and aware what they're supposed to be doing using their athletic instinct. And it's clear our guys are not. Like when you see videos, I saw a video last week, both of y'all, and it showed how bad the Jaguars play offense is. And the 2 outside guys went out and up, and the slot guy ran a fly route. That's a play that there's not a 7-year-old that would design that play to do that. In other words, play callers are not going to design 3 long routes.
Somebody messed up.
Somebody messed up. I think and this is where Doug and them get screwed. It's hard.
Yeah.
And people are rightly putting all the blame on you, and you're stupid this, and you're dumb that, and your playbook stinks. And I think that, but this also is coaching. I really do believe that every play, they've got a guy who's important to the play doing something wrong. Running the wrong play, taking the wrong assignment, choosing the wrong angle, picking up the wrong guy. Every play.
To say that there was a catch I think that Kirk made on the sideline where Gabe was like directly behind him.
That
like
can't be the play.
And I don't know anything about football or only in real time my eyes said I'm not used to seeing 2 people that close, like receivers that close to each other. So that was frustrating. And then you guys have talked about it with Trev. In real time, when that interception came out of his hand, my heart sank because it felt like it was too high and too close to the top of my TV.
Yeah.
And then once it gets picked, like that's it. That's the kill shot because we haven't been able to stop him on defense. We haven't gotten in the backfield.
Right. It's 20-3 at that point. About 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. If we go down and score, 20-10,
get the ball back. You can maybe get a puncher's chance. You're just trying. I think of it in terms of a baseball game. And the ninth thing, I'm trying to get the tie and run to the plate.
The insurance runs.
Let me get let me get the tie and run to the plate. And once we turn
that
ball over,
it certainly felt like that way at the time. After the fact, we realized that. We weren't going to stop them. We could have never stopped. If they wanted to score, they could have scored every single time. They would have scored every time if they didn't just say, well, we can punt. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We could not stop them from getting 10 yards in 4 plays if we played from Monday till now. I don't believe that we could stop them from getting 10 yards in 4 plays if we played a marathon.
I think one of the things that stands out to the surprise, I think, to, and I'm guessing here, again, speculating, the management and coaches is the play of the tackles on the O-line. Yeah. I think that they figured that was the strength of the team. I think they thought Anton Harrison would grow, and he had a streak last year. I think his last 8 or 9 games, he didn't give up a sack. He's been horrible. Not good. I'm not an expert, but that's what they tell me. And Cam gave up 8 pressures I saw on Monday night.
Cam got sat down, if I'm not mistaken. Or was he injured?
No, Anton got sat down.
Anton got sat down. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was when Walker Little.
Cam might get sat down, but then Walker Little goes in, and he was horrible. I mean, he had 2 penalties, and he got whooped twice. So I don't know what the answers are in searching to try to fix this.
The starting quarterback can't get anything going. You put the backup in, it takes him 8 seconds to fumble it away. It's just the whole thing is a mess.
Yeah. Nobody is playing well.
Nobody. And that's in
the receiver that we're paying $20 million to has one go off his face mask on a play where Trevor made a play above the X's and O's, threw an unbelievable ball. It's a touchdown. Doesn't matter at that point, but you still got to catch it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I would agree. Actually, and then I thought, I know it's kind of quibbling. I would have ran Trevor out there for another drive. Just felt like with the way the offense was. I know it's kind of, I was talking to my buddies about it. And
I just don't know. It's
late.
But I'll go back to
not the last drive, the one before that.
Okay,
the fumble.
Listen, and this was discussed amongst us, the playoff game.
Oh, you did. I mean, you got shot. Who was it?
I did.
Yeah, shot you down on that one. I can't remember. I wasn't never
Trevor
on board with that
one. Throwing 4 first-half interceptions. I'm like, it's getting to the point where you pull them.
Pull the goalie.
Yeah, I mean, and thank God they didn't. That second half was probably his best half of football in his life. We need some of that.
Yeah, he's retreating like the entire field. The team feels like it. Like when, all right, so I've been on both sides of this. Where somebody comes in and treats you like they're better than you.
Right.
Like when you start acting like a mark, then that's the way the league will treat you. And that's how they're getting treated right now. When one little thing goes wrong for the Jaguars, the other team can feel them, get a bit more sheepish, cower a little bit, and then they just and then they step up on them. And I hate being on this side of it. I hated it in baseball.
Yeah.
I hated it when our Jaguars are out doing it. It's so frustrating.
Well, as we head to break, I'll tell you this little Dan Hicken stat of the day. No music necessary. But I saw this, and this is pretty good. And in Major League Baseball history, there have been over 700 triple plays, okay? There have been over 300 no-hitters. It's not a lot in the history of baseball. Over 300 sets of back-to-back-to-back home runs, okay? And finally, over 100 comeback wins from 8+ runs down. Only 100.
Only 100. Yeah.
That seems like it would be more. We've had two, and the
one
Diamondbacks
team
and the
has done this for all four in the same season. The Padres. They turned a triple play to win a playoff spot. They threw a no-hitter. They've had back-to-back-to-back home runs, and they came from 8 down to win a game. That's a pretty good year.
I'm shocked that doesn't happen, that somebody doesn't do that every year.
Yeah.
I bet you we hit 3 of those this year.
What, back-to-back-to-back?
We definitely went back-to-back.
There's only been 300 sets.
Yeah, so that's
every
like
year?
It's like,
well, maybe we did. I thought we did that this year with
not every year. There's only in the history of baseball.
I'm saying that a team does that in a game. You're saying,
300
back
times.
to back to back.
Only 300 times.
Right.
So like
I'm saying I thought we did that this year.
Think of it 2 a year, and a little less than. I mean, if we're 150 years old, kind of in baseball.
Okay.
So it's happened a couple times a year.
Yeah. So, anyway, incredible stuff. We'll come back. We'll keep it rolling right here. We got Murph and the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITV Partners right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Whether you're navigating rush hour traffic or heading to the home team game on the weekend, remember, drive cautiously. If you find yourself in a fender bender, don't ignore those aches and pains. Injury Care Centers is there for you. Skip the urgent cares that treat colds and flus. They're not equipped to handle injuries. Go straight to Injury Care Centers. Call 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008. Drive safe, think Injury Care Centers, and go team.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nuggets. The Jags have a lot of problems, but I think the main one is the line of scrimmage. I think they're having a tough time getting to quarterbacks. I think they're having a tough time stuffing the run. I think they're having a tough time opening up holes for their running backs, and I don't think they're protecting Trevor Lawrence very well. There's a lot of things that have to get fixed, but numero uno for me, somehow, some way, they've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. That's the key to turning this around. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. It's time for Bravo Days, Jacksonville's only Car Bravo certified sales event at Nimnik Buick GMC. Now, for a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 1.9% APR or $500 in down payment assistance on Car Bravo certified vehicles at Nimnik. Now is the time to shop certified used vehicles and buy with confidence at Nimnik Buick GMC. Shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, football fans, looking for the ultimate game day experience? Best Bet St. Augustine has you covered. We're talking big plays on the big screens, food specials that'll make your taste buds cheer, and drink deals that'll keep your spirits high. And get this, we're open till 4 a.m., serving food and drinks until 2. Make the smart play. Head to Best Bet St. Augustine and ante up for your team. Find us at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet St. Augustine, where every game day is a win.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 25th, 1932, MLB Hall of Fame first baseman Jimmy Fox hits his 58th home run in the last game of the season against the Senators.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Hey, there's a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event going on right now at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Monahan's is known for its natural diamonds and gemstones, but we've had so much demand for lab-grown diamonds that now through the end of September, Monahan Jewelers is having a lab-grown diamond and jewelry sales event. We've brought in a huge selection of lab-grown diamonds and jewelry to meet this incredible demand. Lab-grown diamond sales event now through the end of September at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Right now, they're on their way to ruin your day. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. And if you're not prepared, you will suffer. Yes, it's that time of the year. Heat and humidity are attacking North Florida. But help is at hand. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air Conditioning. Mike Merritt has a license to chill and lets you maintain your comfort zone at a bargain price. How? Mike Merritt stands ready to help, routine or emergencies. And Mike Merritt knows emergencies can happen at any time. So with Mike, there's never any overtime charges. And Mike's team works without commissions. Merritt will never try to sell you parts you don't need. You can't trust just anyone with a truck. Call Mike Merritt, the company North Florida has trusted for 35 years. Call today. License number CAC 050384.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
After the Jaguars' 0-3 start, coupled with an embarrassing performance on Monday night, there are questions mounting about Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson. Peterson was asked on Tuesday about where he stands with owner Shad Khan.
Yeah, we've had great conversations, before and after football games. And, obviously those conversations are private, and he's very supportive, been supportive, and continues to continues to be supportive of what we're doing.
The Jaguars' defense has been dealt another injury blow. Linebacker Foye Oluokun is expected to miss several weeks with plantar fasciitis, according to Tom Pelissero of NFL Network. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since '87.
As we welcome you back, we're learning that there might be a little more to the story on our guy Sluka.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
The quarterback who is leaving UNLV, that maybe an agent got a hold of him and said, hey, man, you shouldn't agree to that much. You should have more. So he demanded more. They said no, and now he's leaving. Now, that may or may not be true. We'll see how it all pans out. But there's always two sides to the story.
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah.
Then, if that is true, then UNLV should sue to get what NIL money that he's made back. Because what he said is that he agreed to come for a figure that they have not come up with.
He said that?
That's what his statement says.
Is that his exact statement?
I committed to UNLV based on certain representations that were made to me, which were not upheld after I enrolled. Despite discussions, it became clear that these commitments could not be fulfilled in the future. I wish my teammates the best of luck out there. I guess what it could mean is, we'll give you now this, and you'll do this if. And now that the ifs are happening, they're not doing it. That could be that would fit both models.
That's what you deal with when you do stuff like that, though. On social media, Matthew Sluka, there's a big Barstool UNLV put out a big picture of him with quitter in capital letters across the board. You didn't have to deal with any of this. JU didn't pay you back then.
No, well, scholarship. I got scholarship money. I got to go to my biology class and all that stuff for free. You know what I mean?
For free. Got to go for free. I wonder if you could just bounce around college campuses unknown and just go to classes for free and learn it all.
I did it at JU a little bit, and I took 2 classes, and I kind of wanted to bounce around and just go
a little bit, learn.
I'm going to come into yours, Hick. Just come roll into
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Have you guest lectured at his class yet? You haven't asked him?
No, I haven't. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Yes, you will. If you keep doing this for years, at some point.
At some point, I'll
when are you on the menu?
Monday, Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday.
So today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
today's gonna be a quick one though, because I'm going golfing.
It's kind of fishing for a little invite today. Well, I gotta be honest. Sometimes what you think somebody wouldn't want to do, they would love to do.
Well, you tell them it's hurricane because they're probably not going to class tomorrow, right? Everything's
maybe
maybe
today.
Thursday, Friday.
I'll send you out even.
Sure, they're not using your classroom for a shelter.
This has been my best
TCC
group of kids.
Use you.
They're a very good group of kids. They show up, they participate, and they all come to class. So it's been fun. It's been fun. We've gotten a lot done. So crisis management today. In case you're coming, Murph.
Good point.
Like the quitter from UNLV.
Good point on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. If that was true, if UNLV, they'd be showing proof.
Oh, that if we had agreed.
If they had done
this,
what they said, and now he's just yada yada yada, they would be saying, "Well, that's absolutely not true." Here you go.
Well, it's curious. The mid-majors, and we talked about this a little bit with baseball, and your school is dealing with this. They get poached. There's a kid at UNF who's playing basketball really well for Matthew Driscoll, and he got poached to Tennessee, and he got a boatload, probably $1 million.
Yeah, which is really stinks for UNF like this year. But could you also use that to get players to come in and say, like, I'm not trying to turn this into where you're in and out, but perhaps like if
the problem
you do
with that,
better,
Daniel, in college basketball, you don't get the best of them. It doesn't serve you. You're only getting them ready for somebody else to get what really matters. Like they had this kid, and it didn't materialize into anything. UNF didn't win anything. Having him coming back now as an established star in a small league, they might win it all.
On a bigger scale, it's like Kentucky with the freshmen, and then they go to the NBA. You used to drive Kentucky. Ask your dad.
Yeah.
This kid's a star in the NBA. So what? He didn't do anything for us at Kentucky, or he helped,
Yeah, but I mean, that's assuming that the alternative is going to be better too.
Also true.
Like, I don't necessarily think that,
But Kentucky would be better served with what's his name? the Schwebe kid, the big banger who they paid, and he came in and he stayed and he stayed, and he's SEC Player of the Year like twice, and I
wonder when all the money gets paid at some point, is it going to mean more that you're not winning?
How so?
Right, Schwebe, that was a great pick at the end of the day. I mean, sometimes there's a bottom line. Well, it didn't matter.
Well, like I've wondered this because
They
a lot
didn't
of
win
people,
anything. They didn't reach anything that Kentucky wants as a standard. So whatever money you spent on anyone was a waste.
Well, let me ask you this, you two, this question. Like, there's a lot of chatter about, why won't Norvell change quarterbacks? Why won't Norvell change quarterbacks? Well, because they paid him, and is there an agreement that he's going to pay, or is he afraid he's going to tick off the booster who gave him the $1 million? But my point would be, if I was the booster who gave him $1 million and he wasn't playing good, I'd be mad at Norvell anyway. But I'd say, yeah, play somebody else. My guy that I wasted $1 million on stinks.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Does that factor?
If you got
in?
$1 million to throw to a sight unseen college quarterback, I don't really care what you think. You got more money than you need.
You may not care what I think, but if you're the coach and you want another $1 million from me, you ain't getting it next time. So you better care what I think. That opens up a whole nother.
Yeah, you got multiple, perhaps more people to answer to.
Yes,
Oh,
the collectives.
100%.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. If you're so stupid as the investor to not understand that none of these are sure things,
You're
then
not
it's not
treating
going to
them
last
as
long.
stupid, though. You're treating them as gold. You're treating them as your friend.
No.
because
What I'm saying
you're the
is
coach.
if you are that person and you invest in the football program for what the coach to do, you have to understand that there's no – I mean, did anyone think DJU was great?
I don't think anybody thought
right?
that.
I mean, is what they needed. They needed a quarterback, but he's never been top of anything as a quarterback. It's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mertz-ish. Mertz has turned out to be better. They'd be better with Mertz than DJ, that's for sure.
Ben Yole, Mets Twitter beat writer. Very unlikely Mets and Braves will play today or tomorrow. That means it'll be a doubleheader on Monday, a day before the postseason ends. Absolute nightmare scenario for MLB.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Why is it an MLB? Why is it a nightmare scenario?
Because they got to do all their scheduling.
Yeah, they just want the season to end on Sunday.
Well, by the way, Kiss
they all start at the same time now.
And Kiss the Mets and Braves wild card hopes goodbye. Neither was winning their series if they advance. You've screwed them to the max. You've made them play 3 games in 2 days, and now go play tomorrow.
That's right, because they'll play a double dip,
Right.
and then they'll come back and play the next day.
Right.
Oh, they'll be all right.
That's a joke.
I understand.
It's a joke.
But yeah,
Should have gone and played somewhere else. They had plenty of time.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but they will be fine playing 3 games.
Well, they're not winning. It would help. I'm sure they'll be fine, but no, they won't, Daniel. I follow my team, and with Sale on Tuesday, chance to win. Without, no. By the time you get to the 4th, what run Grant Holmes out there for you?
They win your division. Win your division.
It's not fair.
What do you mean?
You don't
it's
go
not
back
fair?
to that. We have won the division, buddy.
Okay.
Plenty of times.
Uh-huh. You should have won it this year.
It doesn't matter. We'll play on the moon, and it's going to be the same thing.
Is there a scenario where, because the Mets are ahead here, I only ask this, that the Mets would have clinched a spot but have to play a doubleheader that would thusly be meaningless? Is that possible?
Well, it won't matter. So, yeah, it should be. We're going to demand that
My
the games
point
be
would
played
be-
just to beat them down for 2 more before they
Well,
start.
you come in whether you like it or not.
That's
I'm
right.
not mad at you.
It does.
Well, because San Diego and Arizona, you're almost have to going to play the games.
Yeah.
I'd say they're
Oh,
going to.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going
But it could mess up, well, what do I do? Because I got to play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Milwaukee or in San Diego.
If I'm not mistaken, when in Chicago, we played game 163 on that Monday.
Yes.
And then played the wild card game in.
You did.
It was a one-off the next day against Colorado home.
Right.
Lost them both. Ain't that a kick in the teeth right there? Milwaukee just kept coming. I think we won like 90, we had a good year that year in Chicago. But yeah, lost 163 and then the wild card.
And 164.
That's it. Go home.
Oh, boy.
That's enough for you.
That's weird about baseball.
Yeah, both wild card series in the NL and AL start on Tuesday. So for the Braves, the Braves or Mets, they'll have to play Saturday, Sunday, play a doubleheader Monday, and then go play Game 1 of the wild card.
travel.
That's
Well,
not fair,
why
dude.
not?
That's not fair. I'm sorry. If it weren't the Braves, I'd say it. That's not fair. That's not competitively balanced. That's wrong. Push it back a day. I don't give a damn. Do something. It's not fair.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah, they might be, but it's not fair.
But it does. You will have to the doubleheader, and then they'll both have to travel. I mean, most likely it's going to be the second or third.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, it's not.
We might
it's
be
not
going
the way
from
you want
we
it.
could be going from Atlanta to San Diego.
I just don't understand why, when there was a hurricane in Houston, 3 times they've moved important series late in the year to get it on track.
that's fair.
And yet we're in the same boat, and they say, nah, screw you.
Yeah.
Sit in Atlanta all weekend, play 2 on Monday. If you're lucky enough, kiss your season goodbye.
You can go to the Buckhead Mall. They'll enjoy themselves. They'll be fine.
Good to see you, Murph.
Cheers. Thank you.
Appreciate
I don't understand you at all. I thought I knew
E.
you. I don't know you at all.
The 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
Hello, Tone.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I was looking forward to Philadelphia officially being bitten by the way they've set up the playoffs now in Major League Baseball, too. I was so hoping that it could be the Atlanta Braves to go to Philly after the Braves win a series, and now they have to deal with that nonsense, which I think is a real thing in baseball. Momentum in the postseason is a base runner. It's different than it is for an entire regular season. Baseball has cut the legs out from their top two teams in both leagues for the last couple of years. I was looking forward to that team being Philly, and these last couple days are breaking my heart, man.
That's one of those, if you get the rest and you're successful, you like having that rest. And if you get the rest and go rust, then it was because.
Well, who's been successful with the rest?
Daniel, by the way, have you ever, I don't know, have you ever experienced a ground rule triple play in baseball? Were you ever told that there was such a thing? No, he's never heard of it.
Okay.
Apparently it happens.
Yeah, it happens, but it's not a ground. The problem is the way the phrase. It is a rule that they can determine is a rule. You get third, but there's no ground rule. If player does this, then.
Yeah.
So, but we digress. So let's talk more about the Jaguars then.
We will. Johnny O will join us for the second hour of the program today. We'll get into everything that Doug Peterson had to say yesterday, get a little bit into whatever he's going to say here in the next half hour as well.
Nice.
So we'll react to all of that as we go through the show today, and we're asking you, what do you blame most for what's been going on? Is it ownership? Is it coaches? Is it where are you pointing the blame for what the situation the Jags currently find themselves in?
I think, and to be honest with you, and Hick, we haven't gotten to this point yet. Enough blame has been pointed. We don't need to keep going on and on. It's time to do something about it. That's on them.
Yeah.
We know what the blame is. There's no more need to point out blame. We get it.
Yeah.
We all do. It's time for them to actually, play.
Something has to change, no doubt.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Our job is done here on a Hump Day Wednesday.
It has been a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday. Like family, Beatros